That's it. That's all we need. So we good to go here on the Need to Know podcast.
Hey.
I don't even know how we should start this thing off. I have so many like thoughts just racing in my head.
Just let them
What? What's going on?
I'm here in solidarity.
Yeah, you good?
What is happening on this podcast?
No, like the recent mandates that was passed down in the podcast and stuff like that. Just making sure that I'm following all the rules.
Well, it's good to see you actually. Like, I can hear you. Can you hear you?
I can, man.
I know you're not really used to hearing yourself and all.
No, the science is there. I get it. The science is all there. You
Okay.
right, man. So I'm just in solidarity. I'm just doing what I have to do.
Well, I'm glad you're
I'm not.
listening. I'm glad you're listening. I'm glad you take notes. I'm glad you
Yeah,
understand
I'm
the
taking
importance
direction.
of the audio adventure that we provide for our listeners
It's very true.
each and every week. Sometimes, we just yell at each other.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
It's not compelling.
Yeah, I know.
And so I try to implement some things, and I read all of your little posts about me fucking supporting, hypothetically liking Trump, and
Nah, y'all look crazy.
ironically,
Hey.
Devvon Terrell and SaVon had the lead in who would hypothetically vote for Trump, but just taking a page out of his book, making some motherfucking mandates on this podcast. God damn it! So here we go with these headphones.
I appreciate this mandate. So
Alex
it's
is a
okay.
rebel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's rebellion. It's
fuck all that,
rebellion.
man. You gotta-
Honestly, I always have my headphones on, cause I usually have my headphones on. It's just that my hair has been out for the past 2 episodes.
Oh,
So
you have hair privilege?
yeah,
Ooh,
definitely for sure.
ooh,
Regi,
Look at you.
You know the vibes.
Look at you guys, the freaking hair club over
You
here.
just gotta wait for everybody to speak, right? That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. That's all.
What?
What's going on, Need to Know family? We are back with another episode on the Need to Know podcast. It is what you need to know when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. I am one of your hosts. I am the creator of all the mandates on this podcast, apparently. Also, you guys hurt my feelings, but we'll talk about my feelings being hurt a little bit later.
Yeah,
Real
word.
talk. We need to talk about that. Cause
We're
y'all,
gonna talk
I ain't
about
gonna lie. I'm standing with this nigga. Y'all be violating SaVon, bro.
Yeah, they hurt me.
we
They
got-
hurt
I
me.
mean,
Talk to them.
oh my god! And some of the jokes don't even be funny. Like
They
that's the
don't
thing.
be-
Like you
they-
can make fun of me, all of it, if the jokes hit.
Gotta
be
Come on,
original.
guys.
They come to hurt me, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I am your bulletproof co-host here on this podcast.
They be wildin'
And we
on
have
you.
my guy, the bearded up, smooth talking, fast talking, slick
That's what they
talking.
said?
Yo,
You
that's
already
what they
know
said? Oh
who
my
it
God,
is
yes,
in the
that's what
building,
they
my
said.
guy.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy A, aka the dude that don't do rules. Hello.
what?
Don't do
Yo,
fools.
we're saying mad
We
random
just
shit
don't
today.
do rules.
Fuck 'em.
That's what you want to be in life?
Fuck 'em.
I love that. I love that for you. And then we have, if you have a child, a puppy, a kitten, or anything that you love dearly and it is smaller than you can send it to my right. Over to Regina. She is not only good at writing things and profiling and also covering the NBA to extensive
Facts.
lengths.
Oh my goodness.
She is also the primary leader for the drip on this Need to Know podcast.
That's a fact.
Nah, yo.
And she's my favorite personality on this podcast.
It's
Sorry,
her.
Alex, you lost
That
that.
We're
was
gonna
such a
talk about it
lie.
later.
I
We
feel like
talking
you
about
didn't
it
say
later.
that
I'm
last
hurt.
week.
I'm saying that this week.
You said Alex was your favorite.
And now this week, you my favorite.
Okay.
SaVon
We could
switches.
change.
He's
Well,
also so that's funny because
hear
SaVon
him?
is also the person that would most likely have a one night stand. So he be switching.
You feel me?
Doing
see the math?
now. You
See,
changed like a chameleon, boy.
That's right.
Yeah, it's
Math.
one and done. Last
and-
week it was Alex. This week is you, Reggie.
scared.
So now you're my favorite.
I'm
You're my
scared.
favorite.
I'll take it.
So we got Reggie in the building. And as always, the Renaissance man himself smelling just like LA, Miami, Cancun, and Long Island and Brooklyn. We got the one and only Devvon
worldly.
Terrell.
If you smell like Brooklyn, it's not good. But
Rule of
what's
life.
going on? That's a bad smell.
No, but do you guys like? Wait, Alex doesn't wear headphones either.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Why are
just
you saying only we're the ones that?
No,
have to be
because
forced to
nah,
wear
Dev,
them?
say it. Say won't had your ass shook.
what?
Yeah.
Nah, that
Look,
mandate. I ain't gonna lie. That yo, if
I can't do it.
I wanted to screenshot that shit so bad.
It wasn't a mandate.
And then he said, hey guys, just let you know, this is a new mandate that I'm throwing out. I was like, wow. I'm definitely gonna take this to my followers.
You gotta tell
For
the
context,
people.
guys, people were saying in the last episode we were like talking over each other,
Yeah,
which
we-
is true.
we
which
were
is a
hyped
valid,
up.
which is a valid like
Yes.
critique, and we definitely did do that. But that was that last episode though. We
We
just
were
like
hyped.
we were just on that energy last episode.
We was
But y'all know
hyped.
me, I'm hypersensitive. So if I see one comment,
Yes.
it just takes over
He's
my
like,
brain.
guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're loud. And
One.
now just like,
All
yo,
it took was one
that's
case.
it.
I mean, but and then what I said is I definitely think that they're correct in saying we be talking over each other sometimes, and as
sure.
potters we have to just be mindful of that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're four friends having like a very like like active conversation. So yes, we're gonna talk over each
No,
other.
I get it. Absolutely,
I'm sorry.
absolutely.
Like,
Like
we'll
each other?
work on it, but
Nah, we good.
It helps. I think when at least if 2 people have it, it helps a lot because then I know
Yeah.
I'm chill. Like I hear it, so I'm cool. But it's cool. I usually do have headphones on, but like I said, for the
They
past,
look good on you, brother.
you know what I'm saying?
They
Nah,
don't look
that's
good
crazy.
On me. That's
They
why
look
I
good on
refuse.
you.
I
Somebody
refuse.
was like,
I
"Yo,
refuse.
Devvon and
Somebody
Alex
saying-
be in the studio. How could they not be?"
Look
used
at
to
mass
headphones?"
fashion. Son said, "Yo, that mandate look good on you, boy."
Yeah, man.
Listen.
It looks good.
Listen
I'm,
what
I'm
he's
just
saying.
saying.
The
I
mandate
see
look
it.
good.
Before we get into everything that we need to cover this week, let's talk to the good folks over at Hulu. They are holding us down. Black History Month is coming to an end, but Black excellence is every single day. And let's see what Hulu has to say.
Yeah. This episode of the Need to Know podcast is brought to you by Hulu, celebrating Black history always. With stories like Women of the Movement, Snowfall, Atlanta, Grownish, Power, Living Single, the award-winning Summer of Soul, Hulu original Wu-Tang: An American Saga, and much more. Hulu highlights stories that showcase Black history, past and present. 365 days a year. Hulu subscription required. Terms may apply.
Snowfall coming back this week, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think Snowfall's coming back.
This is us, all that good
Do you guys
stuff.
watch Love Is Blind?
No.
Yo, that's my shit.
Of
Yo-
course, Alex does.
Yo, the shit that
No.
Alex, I
Alex
never
has
used to be
range. Alex
expecting
has range
that.
because that's like a weird like reality TV. Even I hate it, but it's just so addicting.
But listen, I'm gonna just say this and we could get out, right?
Okay.
It's people falling in love
Through
by
a
hearing
wall.
somebody else's voice through a wall. That's
Yeah.
not.
They
That's
propose
crazy.
to each other through a wall.
So it's like a glory hole for words.
And just
Oh
like
I ain't
my
gonna lie, I
God.
was thinking that same
Anyway.
thing.
It's
though.
like a glory
He's
hole.
right.
Glory hole of pod. That's
He's
a,
right.
I'm serious.
He's right.
But if
a
anything, a
glory hole
glory hole
podcast?
makes more sense because actually you get something.
Oh, you get to see like a
You get
sample
a-
size.
You get something.
A
but
sample
with the
size.
wall,
Yo,
you-
that's wild. What's
Love
the
Is Blind is
what's the
nothing.
opposite?
Of a glory
Nah,
hole?
you know what? Let's
Just
just get
physical
canceled some more. Fuck
contact?
it.
Now I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, yo, if I was in there, I'd be like, yo, describe yourself.
What is happening? What are
I
you
my
don't
God.
know.
I just caught myself. I was
Already?
What's happening?
I have no idea if I'm allowed to play this. And I'm not taking any sides.
Oh shit.
I just want to be
I just
able
heard
to
what he was
listen to
playing.
this man's music in public again
You've been good though. No.
because it's not so much about wrong, right. Justice will serve his day.
Mm-hmm.
Media
But
train
these
save
tunes
on.
be slapping.
Nah, listen.
Nobody ever said his music was trash though.
We
His
never
music
did.
has always been
No,
good.
I know,
Like, let's
but
not do that.
But I
Like,
had to suppress it. But I had to suppress it for a long time, and we
You
will
did,
get to
yeah,
that.
I get
We
that.
will get to that. So I
Wow.
just wanted to start there. We have the Need to Know awards that I
Okay.
wanted to start with first. The
Let's
Need to
start with
Know.
something
Yes, let's
positive.
start with
Yes.
something positive.
Before-
Is it positive? though?
And honestly, I just
well,
feel
for
like
me it is. Because they're super nice to me. So I don't know about you guys, but they're super nice to me. So
Honestly.
let's talk about it.
I do
No, I'm
want to
here to-
explain
I'm here to
myself.
support you.
Yeah,
I'm here to
Okay,
support you.
Okay.
I'm
And-
really here to
And
support
again,
you.
this is not. We're not taking sides.
Yeah.
We want anybody who's ever been a victim of anything as harmful as Meg has went through.
Oh, I'm
we
talking
take
about the
that
Need to
very-
Know awards. I'm
No,
sorry.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry.
me too.
Oh, yeah,
no,
I'm sorry.
but
Oh,
you know, I
oh.
just got to make sure we clarify that before we
Okay.
go on. I know it's going to be a whole bunch of social justice warriors. Oh my God, turn him off. Like, this is not R. Kelly, bro. I didn't just
Okay.
put on Step in the Name of Love.
No, we are gonna
We
talk
just
about all
played
that.
somebody who, you know, it's still up in the air. We still figuring it out.
Oh,
But
for the
the
YouTube folks,
Need to
he played
Know
Tory.
awards.
Yeah.
Well, can we get some hand claps? We don't have those anymore.
Say that to me.
Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up. Yep. I love this part of the month. If anybody who is listening and you aren't on social media, the Need to Know Awards is a once a month thing where Regi actually is the fearless leader with coming up with these questions,
That's right.
coming up with these
her.
multiple choice options.
I turned to SaVon in the chat.
And
I be texting y'all like every hour, like,
Do you
"Yes,
see?
one more edit. I added a comma here and crickets.
How's it feel, buddy?
That's funny
God
as hell.
damn it.
You
No.
give me anxiety every time we do these contests. I'm not gonna lie. You know why?
Why?
Because it's like you get to see how people think about you.
Yeah.
But they don't
God,
say
all the
anything bad
No,
about
they don't. But
us.
it's
But still, you can still
Yeah.
read. You can still pull something.
I can
from
pull
what
something
someone
like,
said.
oh, that's what people think of me. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So Reggie,
interesting.
I don't know if you want to begin. Actually, before you begin, we will be revealing these results over on our Patreon. If you do not know,
Absolutely.
we have combined all of our tiers on Patreon into one freaking tier. God damn it.
Oh, no.
I know a lot of people were saying it was expensive at the $15 tier. And then the $5 tier, y'all niggas only get like half an episode a month. So what we figured, it would just be best if we combined everything for the price of one. So if you are interested in any of our new content, unreleased content, BTS content, and direct access to us, the entire cast, please head over to our Patreon, which is the Need to Know Podcast on Patreon. And again, there's only one tier for you to sign up to. That is our exclusive content tier. We will be flooding, and we will also be releasing all of these answers in full. These anonymous, hilarious, thoughtful,
They're really good.
insightful answers
And we
on
actually
our
are,
Patreon.
because SaVon and I figured it out. We're gonna do it. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's coming. So please, if you're interested in that, head over to Patreon so you can get that in full. And also, we do have an episode dedicated just to these awards, recapping and responding to you all.
Y'all
Reggie,
are
take it away.
disrespectful.
What happened,
So
bro?
I don't know if I should, if I should be the one to do it, because these first two questions, it may seem like I'm bragging.
She said, "I'm gonna shit all over all of
Is
you."
there like a broom here somewhere?
You just
Why,
swept.
you
Because it was a
sweeping up?
fucking
She
sweep.
just because it's a fucking sweep.
Yo, nah,
And
that
like-
was good.
That was good
first
because I
one-
looked
That was good.
around. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
nah,
lie.
me too. I was about to ask yo, L, go get one.
Yeah, I was like,
The first two, well, the first one at least, I didn't come up with
Yeah.
it. Like, I just put it because someone else put it in the chat like a month ago.
okay.
But the first one was, if you need a last minute babysitter, who are you calling? I won
All right, but
by but it wasn't like, oh, a few percentages.
What was your percentage?
73.5%.
God damn.
I put it in the chat if you want to just
Nah.
Yeah,
confirm.
70. You won by.
yeah,
God
bro,
damn.
We gotta talk, man. Y'all don't trust men with y'all kids?
Is that what it is?
Word?
Just this collective of men.
Word?
Yeah, just us.
Just
I,
us,
don't know,
huh?
but I thought maybe some people would pick, Dev, because
Word.
beautiful home, he's
Yeah.
mature.
Man, fuck y'all.
Nah.
Fuck your kids.
Nah, I felt bad.
See, that's why I didn't pick you.
Because I watched some of y'all kids too now. That's why, come on now. Come on, man.
I'm a good father. I mean, person watcher, child watcher.
Are you?
Nah, you
Yeah.
Are you used to kids? Are you around kids?
I was a camp counselor.
Oh,
Me too.
I was. What's funny is that. Can I say who got last?
yes.
It's
Yeah.
always funnier. that
Reveal
way.
them.
SaVon got last. I thought that was pretty funny.
But that's crazy because that would bring your kid to
Wait,
greatness. Like
SaVon
you
got-
would come back and you wouldn't even really recognize your son. You'd be like, "Damn, this nigga about to take us out the hood." So y'all really should have me in charge of like babysitting and shit.
He's
Like,
gonna change your
nah,
child
what
to
we
take him
doing?
out the
Nah,
hood.
literally. And I'm mad because I'm the type to tell your kid, read your ABC. I'm one of those.
ABC.
Read your ABC.
ABC.
Yeah, no, that ass. So I don't
So
understand.
me and Alex are tied.
No.
So I guess we do it together. We just shit.
Read your
watch
ABC.
shit together.
And what else we do?
I
That's
think
good.
the next category, Reggie. I know we're gonna talk about it, and again, we're gonna cover this in full on Patreon. But there was two that I do want to highlight before we kinda
Nah,
move.
highlight this one.
I just want to say though, like, you guys are right. I'm extravagant with kids. I'm the best with kids.
So they got-
Please
so they
leave
got
me-
that right.
And
Free of
puppies.
charge. I'm very devoted. Just
Right.
just let me know if you need my services. But
Right.
which one did you want to do?
I want to say
These are all funny.
congratulations. I want to say congratulations because you do have the flyest gear, flyest
no,
strip
and it's
on the
true.
pod.
Yes, this is true. 52.3% of people believe this.
How many? Say the number again, Dev.
52.3%.
What's
That's
percent?
half the crowd.
What
more than
percent
half,
is
right?
SaVon?
I gotta be honest, goddammit. I know y'all don't got the headphones on, so y'all don't really hear the
I hear it.
moment.
I hear it.
I finally won, goddammit. It took about 9 polls for this to happen. I really don't know why it took this for me to win.
You murdered this one.
But I swept y'all motherfuckers.
You did.
Let's go.
SaVon, look at this shit you hype about.
But they
Wait till
believed
y'all
in me.
Wait till y'all know what
But
the
they
question he's talking
believed in
about.
me.
Tell them,
Finally.
tell them what
question.
you won for.
Oh, so
Because
What
they're
I
thinking this
did-
about the other shit we was talking
see
about.
what I did though. What I really wanted is y'all believe that I would lead us in having the most one night stands.
That's right. In a sex cult,
Yeah.
he would be the one to lead in a sex cult.
Congratulations.
Nah, yeah.
53.4% of people said that SaVon would lead a sex cult. I was actually
no. Yo,
Yeah,
see
yeah.
what you do? See, this is why I
So-
get these responses because you talking sex cult shit. It was nothing about a sex cult.
Devvon just jaded. You know about his sex cult story.
Oh, word.
You know it.
He-
You know it. I was a little offended.
Nah. By the one night stand?
How the R&B singer nigga get no ass?
Nah.
They said I would most likely not to have a one night stand. You niggas
Oh,
don't know me.
Oh, are you saying that you
Nah,
wish
I
you wish
feel you.
you thought it would be higher or lower?
I don't know.
I don't know what you mean by
Nah,
that.
he wanted to be higher. You can't sing love songs and
Honestly,
not
I
expect to
don't
get
think one night stands.
one
They're
night
not like
stands.
a bad thing. Like they're.
That's
aren't-
what I'm
are they a bad thing?
saying.
Like I feel
Yes,
like
it
they're
is.
mad.
How
Common.
y'all know I wouldn't
Nah,
sleep
I
with
feel
somebody
like
the
it
first
says
night?
like you know you can only fuck one night. Like you can't experience people longer than a day.
Yeah, I'm mad
Sometimes
people
I
think I
don't
respect
know.
myself that much.
They believe in me.
63%.
That's all I know. Yo,
That
bro,
was a high
that's
clip.
A high clip.
That's a
And I did
high
half your
clip.
number with 36.8. Nah.
And Alex is right there.
Oh
You
yeah, Alex is
with
right
me.
there.
Nah,
and then me and Reggie
Oh, yeah,
are
let's
just
not
like
just
these
skate
nice
past that.
people.
Yo, my percentage is so low you can't even see the percentage. Cause it's so look, you can't even see it.
I won.
Nah,
I freaking won.
That told me
goddammit.
people think I'm a really good person. That shit threw me off.
Nah, Dev should have beat me.
I'm not gonna lie,
too
bro.
wholesome.
I don't know
Also
why I
because
took
Dev
this.
has been on tour. Not to put you on the spot, but
Yeah,
like,
but I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy.
why
I'm
not?
joking. I'm being funny with this, by the way. I'm not slinging dick
Yo,
out here.
I'm just weak at how proud SaVon is of
this is
himself.
incredible.
Because I'm
He's
a winner.
beaming.
I don't care what I win at. I
SaVon,
just
you're
win.
glowing.
You wanna know what's funny? I was depressed. I was second.
Why?
Wait, because you want to be first?
I wanted to be nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Alex.
my
I was supposed to be
God.
under-
Alright,
You
see,
wanna
this
know-
is what we
nah,
not
nah,
gonna
you
do.
wanna know the-
This
nah,
what we not
nah,
gonna
You
do.
wanna know what the problem is? Because y'all relationships, people felt like y'all wouldn't ever
yeah,
entertain.
and that's what
Nah,
I agree with that.
you don't know about Dev
No, they could have
on them
still
toes.
violated.
Hey, nigga, what are
Nah,
you
nah.
saying?
Mad Bible study. Mad Bible study. Mad Bible.
This
come on,
is
stop.
false information.
Nah, this mad Bible study.
He said,
Nah.
you
He
see
I
how
don't know
quick-
about
Nah.
Dev on these tours. What do you
Come on,
mean?
the meet and greets with the Bible scripture.
The what?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
All right, but
Anyway.
I'm cool.
I'm
I
just
would
throwing
not,
shit on your
I'm
name.
not fucking
I'm just throwing shit on your name at this point
at
because
a one night stand.
I'm just throwing shit on your name.
Whatever
because
it's gonna
I was
take for me to
depressed.
win.
Wait, you
I
said
like
you're
those
not
questions.
fucking on a one night stand?
Yes.
I thought that's what it is.
Just not on tour.
Oh.
No, I'm not doing it at all. I have someone that I, adore.
Nah,
Aw.
I know.
Yeah, of course.
Throwing this on my body.
I know, and we love her. I'm just saying, if you ain't had that other body, you don't need no other body. If you didn't have that body, what would you be doing? That's what I'm saying.
I'm not even going to invest into this.
Exactly. Just keep it pushing.
I'm trying.
I
You
get
know,
in trouble
you
every
killed me.
week.
The funny thing
don't
is,
care.
right? Life is all about balance. So,
Yes.
although these were like the multiple choice questions, if you
Yes.
go right to the next question
Mm-hmm.
about speed dating,
Mm-hmm.
Nah. We got more topics to talk about,
But
right?
See,
how-
that's what threw me off.
That's what threw me off.
That's what threw me
so
off,
y'all
too.
just think I'm a one night stand guy, but Alex is just I'm a.
What they
this
said
is
on that
still your-
shit?
You want to know,
Nah. Take a
hey,
Patreon.
let's go.
Oh, we got more topics, right?
Alex? Which host
Huh?
would get the most phone numbers by the end of a speed dating event, and why?
Y'all offended me here. Y'all offended me.
Yo, he's offended by
Yeah,
every
offended me.
single category.
Because a lot of people said Devvon, money. Someone
No, that
literally
was
put
Devvon.
no,
Devvon.
they said
That was-
Devvon, he's gonna sing to the, like they said
Yeah.
that.
No, but I was laughing that someone put literally Devvon, money. That's it.
They put Alex African. I'm sorry if that
was
offended
being-
anyone, but they literally said that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Devon,
They
money.
wanna see that
Nah,
beefcake.
son.
Fuck you. I'm more than.
They
I
wanna see that
think
beefcake,
just
right?
upon a quick scroll, I would say Alex got the most ones.
Yeah, I
in
think
this.
Alex got the
in
most
my
one.
opinion.
He did.
Well, nah.
And a lot about your voice and how you're smooth and
Your
shit.
voice, your
Oh, yeah.
beard, your
Your
smoothness,
charisma, your yes.
your
It's-
conversation skills.
Niggas called you wholesome.
I am. That's why I was saying. I'm
Alex
mad.
is too smooth.
Somebody said he
with
would-
30 O's.
Nah,
the
that's a lot.
smooth, the extended smooth.
That was a Christian right there. I could tell that was a Christian.
Nigga said he would try to be all extra mysterious and shit.
Nah, no, girls
Dead
like
ass.
Who,
mystery.
Alex?
Yeah,
That's what they said in the comments.
They said as soon as my man say, oh, I don't know why I said it like, as soon as my man say, hello, how you doing? My name is Alex. She's gonna be clearing her schedule for him.
Come on, don't think about. Don't say that. I want better for you. Your girl not gonna leave you like that.
SaVon, he seems like a natural flirt.
And can I
Why
pick
you
my
giggle
real
like
winner?
that?
I don't
Can
know,
I
it
pick
sounded-
my winner now?
Who's your
You just said his name.
SaVon, right?
Let me tell y'all something right here about this brother right
Somebody
here.
said he gonna be bragging about C-Boss.
No. Exactly.
This
That's
shit is
not what
mad
we
funny.
doing,
Yo,
bro.
no, they really know us.
exactly.
Yeah,
They
they
know
do.
the little nuances
But that's
of
not what
like
I'm
us.
doing.
Nah.
Speed dating.
Say-
No,
what
all
you say?
SaVon need is 2 cups of Henny, light ice.
Light ice?
Light ice.
2 cups of Henny,
Not
light
watered
ice,
down,
no
not watered
mix.
down.
Right.
No mix. No
see
chasing.
how many people leave that room
Yeah.
with
Whoa.
a well done steak.
I'm
That's
not,
a great night
I'm
for
not
my
gonna
boy
lie.
right here.
I would love to see all of us trying to compete for the most numbers.
You don't want to do that.
In an environment?
Like we would get permission for those who love us, obviously.
obviously.
We would have
I
to get
bet.
permission.
You don't need no
and it
other
would be for
body.
content, guys. And we would pay with all the meals on the business card so it can be an expense.
Okay.
And what we would do is we would all just do a speed dating need to know.
Let's do it.
That's
Let's do it.
interesting.
I would love to
Nah,
do
you
it.
wanna know why?
No, but-
Because I'm not trying to fall in love though.
See, that's why I'm the one night stand man.
You are.
That's
my
why, right there.
I just love the self-awareness.
No,
It was
but
good. No, they
I
really
don't
know.
claim that.
They
I don't
really know
claim
us.
that. I don't.
No,
claim
but
really
I
know us.
automatically win though because I could go both ways.
Nah, I'm
I get all
tight.
the women's number and the men's number.
Hey, yo,
I'm
about
tight.
to
You threw
say,
me off.
okay.
I'm not gonna lie. When
Nah,
she
she
said that,
right.
I was like, huh.
Yeah,
In a speed
like,
dating event, I
we
can do
homies
it.
now. You gotta get the Ayo when you say some shit. But
That's
I
funny.
see where
I
you
didn't know
going.
that.
You can't get.
So wait,
yeah.
you want to flirt with a dude to win the comp?
Well,
She
I
would
flirt
flirt with a dude. No,
dude.
she can get the girls
Look
and the
what he
guys
putting
though.
on me.
Wait, what?
Look what he.
You wouldn't flirt with a dude to win a competition?
Nah.
All right. I was asking
Nah,
questions.
and you know
I was
what?
asking- I was-
Nah.
Respectfully, I don't know. I don't want to
I'll
flirt with
be
a guy.
honest. Can I be honest?
I'm cool.
with y'all?
I like. I'm into women.
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
I would do it.
Nah. It's not even about that. I'm just gonna network with
That's
that
what
man,
I
with that
meant.
gentleman.
That's
You know
what
what
I
I'm saying?
meant.
So y'all being all machismo, nah, dog. I don't really want your
Fragile
number. I'm gonna be like,
masculinity.
yo, bro, like, can we link and build sometime after?
That's
like,
fine.
If y'all are just killing on the women's side,
Right.
and I'm just lacking, which I would never lack, 'cause y'all know it's me. But if I was lacking at any point in time, and I see y'all getting some traction,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just start networking and using my fucking connections. And hey, you want to meet Joe Budden?
But this is that's a wild card. That's a wild sick ass
That's the
card to say.
nastiest card to use.
SaVon, yo, you know who SaVon is?
Let's do it.
You know who SaVon is? SaVon is dead. The nigga be like, yo, I know Joe. Yo, watch this. Yo, Joe, crazy. I made a mistake and called you.
Oh,
You
my
good?
fault, bro.
You good?
So wait.
Alright.
So when men network, it's flirting?
Nah, see,
Nobody said that.
but that's my thing. We're in the context of speed dating. So in my
Right,
head,
right.
we're trying. So of course, I've given many men my number. Like, so I'm not saying I'm
Nah.
like that, but I'm just saying like we're in the context of
Nah,
y'all
nah,
need to
nah.
grow up.
Come on now.
Today.
We open here. Don't do that. Yeah, word.
I'm
Nah, because
I'll
I
do that.
Give the man
you
your
gotta
number.
win a competition. Sometimes you
Yeah.
gotta do, what you gotta do.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I
cool.
like
I'm not
that.
interested in the guy. So
Absolutely. You just gotta again. It's about getting the numbers at the end of the night.
That's
Right.
it. The numbers.
So
Number
guy or
don't
girl,
gotta
so I
be
can get the number guy or
romantic.
girl.
Yeah, don't gotta be romantic.
Oh, it's on.
Don't gotta be romantic.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I'm still winning.
Yeah, she's gonna
Nah,
win.
That's true.
Reggie's gonna win for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I'm
We
gonna
might have
hey,
to hide
girl.
her that night. Say she
Reggie
got
could
lost
wear.
to win.
Reggie will come in with a T-shirt with her number on it and just fucking say, just call me.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's no rules.
Yeah, we had a lot of great answers, a lot of great questions. There was a question about who would hypothetically vote for Trump. I thought that was interesting.
That was funny.
I can't wait to kind of go deep on Patreon on that.
Facts.
But Reggie,
Yes,
you had a very interesting weekend.
I did.
I think this past week we kind of lived through you and your story and your experience. And, before we start joking and everything, I want to shout out to you and your parents because I love y'all's relationships. No, seriously, like I
Looks
I
dope.
know how proud they were of you to share those moments with some of the NBA's greatest players ever. And to see you kind of just go after it and fulfill your dream. Like we talk a lot about chasing things on this podcast. And I was actually celebrating Pierre's birthday this past weekend, and I got a chance to talk to his
Happy
wife.
birthday again, Pierre.
And
Happy belated.
one of the
Yes, sir, my
things
brother.
that I was telling his wife was like, yo, it's amazing to be around people who are living in their purpose and following their dreams. So in that same weekend, right, we just had Pierre come back from, covering the NFL, the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
Pro Bowl, LA. We had Devvon Terrell and Levens out in LA doing their thing. And then, Reggie, you was just kind of on Front Street at the forefront of my mind because the All-Star game, it was so massive. It was everywhere. And to see you kind of, just doing that and,
In the
and
mix.
living, I just want to say congratulations and shout out to you and your parents and your family. That was a
That's
big
a
moment.
fact.
Nah, it was
Thank you,
super
guys.
dope.
My dad is. I've talked a lot about how supportive he has been like throughout my whole life, but I have never seen this man so involved in my career. Like every
Really?
day he would like call me with a new like and send me like a new YouTube video of like, oh, I used to watch these guys back in the day. Like
Wow.
yeah, and he was
That's a
so
beautiful
into
thing.
it. But I'm just so happy. Yeah.
That's what's up.
So how was your weekend? How was it? You got to be up and close and personal with some of the
You touched
greatest
LeBron?
athletes ever. You know she got a man, right?
Right.
You know she got a man,
You
right?
touch LeBron?
I would touch LeBron
touch
if I had a
LeBron?
girlfriend. The fuck?
You would get his number?
Hell yeah. Network.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
No, network, right?
All you got to do is give Alex one word and that's it.
Nah.
Network.
Network.
It was fun. They had a whole itinerary for us, whole activities, and the people in the Midwest. I want to say an apology on my co-host's behalf.
Yes, thank you.
They are amazing.
Thank
They're
you.
so nice. And I kept asking people like, I'm like, are you guys known Midwesterners? Are you guys known for being nice, or am I just too used to like mean ass New York people? And they're like, no, we're like
That charm.
Yeah,
They have a
yeah,
charm.
They have
Midwest
a
charm.
You ran into a fan out there, right?
Yes. Oh my God, multiple. And you'll see him on the vlog. His name was Miles, and he was doing some crazy
Shout out
ass
to
like
Miles.
virtual reality shit he was showing me. But literally, like I was just walking. It wasn't even like we were in a networking setting. I was just
Right.
walking. He was like, are you Regina? I was like, yes.
been
And then,
done.
and then he was like, oh my God, Need to Know is my favorite podcast. And like that
That's what's
happened about like 3 or 4 times, but he was the only one I got a picture with.
That's what's up.
It was
Really?
amazing. It was like I'm not R&B sensation Devvon Terrell. Okay, people don't do this to me. Like this is I'm not used to this. Like people coming up to me, even in
Yeah.
DC, people did that. Every time I travel, it happens. It never happens in New York, but in DC and Cleveland, they're having people like be like, oh my God, are you Regina?
That's dope.
And they don't know me for me. They know me for the pod.
pod,
Okay,
right,
so
right.
it's like real people listening to us. It was so crazy because why do we run into each other in Cleveland?
Yo, you
Yeah.
want to know what's funny?
What?
I found out, and next year maybe this is what we could do as a team.
Okay.
Like this
Right.
is the best way to apologize to the Midwest.
Okay. You do.
Let's
oh,
go
I-
out
watch
there.
I
Say
do,
Vaughn
right?
about
I
this.
Yeah, he
might.
was just
Nah,
shitting on
I ain't gonna
them.
lie,
Yeah.
but
He was like, your team name is Brown. Shit, like he was shitting
Yeah,
on
you
them.
was like
literally-
but the Browns is shitty though. If you
All
really
right,
being honest,
all right,
but I think we can make this up
How so?
because to some degree,
I think I knew who you about
watch
to
how I
say.
pull y'all out. To some degree,
Mhm.
y'all are held responsible for the dumb shit that I say.
What?
So
Yes.
when I diss
Nah.
Salt Lake City in Utah,
That was you
Right?
wild, You went
Let's
crazy.
I gotta
fucking
redeem that.
go.
Next
No,
year, the
no, you-
NBA All-Star game is in Utah.
You didn't diss Utah. We diss Utah.
Oh yeah, y'all
You
did
said
that
you
shit.
wanted to live in Utah.
I didn't diss Utah.
Nah, you did that.
I didn't diss them. I told
Oh,
you my
wait.
Yeah,
experience.
Nah, you said it was ass cheeks.
No, I told you
You said
my
it was a dry state. You
You
experience.
said, oh, the Utah ass.
I said I don't think you would like it.
That is actually what you
I didn't
said.
say I didn't. I said, oh, I hate Utah. I didn't say that. I said it had a rough experience in Utah the first time, and I said I need to go back and do it again to like make up for it because I know it's
Yeah.
doper than what
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
experienced.
Clean that shit up, Dev.
I know.
Word.
I'm dead ass.
No, that's
Nah,
actually what he said.
I
Like,
didn't say
know,
that
he was
though.
just
I
like,
had a
that
really
shit-
bad experience. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" It was a shock to me. It was a culture shock for me. It was a lot. Like,
yeah.
it
What
was
shocked you?
that I
Static.
couldn't. What shocked
shocked
me
you?
is that I couldn't get a double jack on the rocks. That shocked the shit out of me.
and now he's fucking traumatized.
Yeah, and they told me I can only have liquor on this one area. I was like, huh? I was like, what is
Wow.
happening?
Yo, how
Where
is
am I?
NBA All-Star Weekend going to be there next year?
I have no idea, but I think we should go.
That is crazy.
And
Yo,
mingle with,
I'm
like, Salt Lake City
so
people.
dead
I like
at- because
random
especially because Cleveland is like a slept-on city. It's a commerce city, but the fact that it was there this weekend, I personally loved it because I was not with the whole like if it was in Miami, LA, or Vegas, I know I would have been overwhelmed. I'm not really at that point in my life anymore. I was so glad it was calm. Everyone was nice.
Yeah.
We just went out to dinner. Like I like that experience. So the fact that it's in a slept-on city next year, I'm excited. I'm going again. I'm gonna make it happen. So
Oh
let's
yeah,
go.
since all, we
I'll
out.
Let's
go.
go.
I'm dead ass.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me.
You went for a good year too, man. Like
Yeah,
the NBA
75?
was doing the top 75
Oh my
players.
God.
You saw
You
everybody.
You recently became an NBA fan, right? I'm bugging.
No,
Yo,
what
like-
do you? I'm a lifelong fan.
My
You
fault.
took-
My fault.
You took a picture with
my fault.
one of the legends.
Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique.
Dominique.
Oh,
Yes.
SaVon,
Come on,
I
I'll be
seen
on
that.
it.
No, I seen
And that's
that.
like my dad's hero. It was so crazy.
That is
Full circle.
insane.
Yeah.
Dominique
and he was
Wilkins.
so nice. Like everyone obviously was like pulling him 100 different directions, and
Right.
he had this huge event to go to in like an hour. But every time I would pass by him and maybe like bump him accidentally, he'd be like, "How are you doing?" Like he would stop and
Sweet
just
man,
be
like, really
very
sweet.
Oh my
That's a
god, it
beautiful
was
thing,
amazing.
man.
Yeah.
It was happy. I was happy to see you. Living in those
Facts.
moments because it was dope.
Facts. That's
Talk
Super
about
dope.
the height. Let's talk. Yeah,
What do you mean?
the height, NBA height. Nah, this is what people need to hear.
Yo, real talk,
No,
bro.
because a lot of these players like to scream at the TV when their favorite player ain't playing so well.
Right.
I could do that too. Reggie, how do these NBA players look in real life?
They look like I don't know. They look like how I expect them to look. Like Dikembe Mutombo was also doing a panel, and he's like a good 7 feet.
He's
8
he's
feet?
probably like 6. He's probably 7 feet.
Yeah.
6'11".
I don't know.
He's the next
I expected giants, and they were all fucking tall and marvelous and just grand.
They were
and
fucking giants.
When you were
Yeah.
watching the game,
Mhm.
was
Don't hate
it
that.
surprising how smooth these guys like move for their height?
No, not really, because I like
That's
they're
a
good
real
at basketball.
question, bro.
What do
These
you mean,
some
like
big ass,
fluidly?
they was
I
just
get what
mad
you're saying.
fluid.
Like they're not clumsy.
I get what
bro,
you're saying.
Like they
seeing
7
some-
feet
Oh
and
my
not
god,
clumsy.
no! I
Yeah.
really learned. So
Yeah.
like how the center is always the tallest person.
Yes.
because they get the
Totally.
rebounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so he was
Hey.
talking about how like he was analyzing like people and like the greatest big men to ever play, the greatest. Like I learned
Yes.
so much, guys.
Yes.
I'm glad you learned.
Crash
You
course.
met. You literally. That is the best crash course
Yeah.
of the NBA you could
Yeah,
ever get.
and they were talking
absolutely.
in depth like about I don't know, yeah, it
Just
was
a bunch
lot.
of
It was a
shit.
lot.
Am I allowed to ask people in relationships about like their celebrity crushes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean you could ask me, but you guys are gonna think I'm lying, but I don't think I have one. I would just say it. He wouldn't care. Like I would just say it, but like
Okay.
I don't have one.
I don't want to get snuffed at the next imaginary
SaVon,
players event.
SaVon,
I don't want to just walk into. Hey, yo, my nigga, remember you asked for?
No. If I said, "Oh, my celebrity crush is Will Smith," like he wouldn't care. But I just don't. I don't have one. Like,
Okay, all right.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
opt out of this mandate.
Yo,
Yeah.
That SaVon is. Yeah, I'm gonna opt out.
You don't like that man?
You have one, but you don't even.
Feels
want
like a
it.
trap.
You have
I don't
one?
like it for me.
You don't got one?
I don't like
You
it.
could text me.
I could
Just text
you.
me the
I'll
girl.
text
Yo,
you.
he always does this.
Yo,
Like,
just text
don't
the
say,
actress,
just
bro.
text me.
Is she
I'll say
actress?
it.
No, because if I text it, he gonna be like, yeah.
Ew, Devvon, you blushing, Devvon.
Oh,
You really like her.
What is going on?
It's
I didn't say I like
a
anyone.
celebrity crush.
Fucking with
No.
you, Dev.
I didn't know you couldn't have one
Yo,
of
say,
those.
why are we trying to get us in trouble?
No,
I didn't
Would
know-
you guys be tight if like your
No.
girl was talking about her celebrity crush?
Nah, she should have
Yeah.
one.
Right?
You need
Yo.
another person to think about.
Why is that a bad thing?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
It depends.
You need
Here-
another
here's
person
some
to think
toxic.
about.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, here we go.
Okay,
Kev.
why?
I
Just-
finally
okay.
got him. Let's go.
Got
What?
him.
This is where me and SaVon connect.
Let's get it.
I hate that we connect on this. Nah.
Wait, what? She can't say it. She can't talk
Nah.
about it.
Say it with your friends around there. I personally just rather not hear that for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather not you Anthony Mackie. Just don't
Anthony Mackie is crazy.
let me shout out to Anthony Mackie.
Nah.
Just don't like I'd rather not hear that.
Nah, you gotta tell
Okay.
me that shit.
But
I'd
you know
rather not
why?
hear. But it's okay. I'm not saying you shouldn't.
Okay, yeah.
But
Okay,
I'm just
yeah.
saying
But you don't want to hear it.
I don't
want to
hear you go, oh my God, yada yada. It's like, oh my God. When you you do it's like when you close your eyes, you fucking him.
Especially if they don't look anything like you.
Yo,
It's kind of like,
I'm
damn,
not
what the
mad at that.
fuck? Like,
Yeah.
now
or,
you can think about that nigga.
or if you know,
Let me tell you.
here's the thing. Here's what fucks you up. When you know her celebrity crush, you know she Google Gaga's over him,
Yeah.
and then she fucking runs into him.
Yeah.
That's what fucking.
What is she gonna
But see,
do?
that'd be my
That's
favorite
scary.
time.
That's scary.
No, that's not scary. I
That's
love
scary.
confrontation.
That's because you
Me
look
too.
like Idris
I
Elba.
love this.
Big
Oh, you
area.
that
So,
nigga.
so now when she say, "Yo, Idris is my celebrity
Yeah.
crush," and she
Nah.
dating you,
Yeah.
now it's just like, oh shit, she got like
Nah.
off-brand Idris.
Yo,
my God.
and now
tell you
you're a
like this.
meme.
Yeah.
And now you're a meme. It go before stimulus check, it's you, and then it's after the stimulus check, it's Idris. That's what I be
That's
fearing.
Listen, I'm just big on, you know what's, a lot of the times we get into relationships, and it's like we're not allowed to just be ourselves first no more.
That's very
Freedom,
true.
yeah.
You feel me?
It's very true.
I want you to think about someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't think about me all day.
Okay.
Now think about that actor that you want to beat your guts up.
Okay.
Think about him small for a little bit. And think about me. This life is about balance, man. I
Fuck
want to
that.
control your thoughts.
I am not that good.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, it be
Now, I
like
feel
that.
it.
think
This
it's
is
a
why
big
you
deal.
winning the speed date, and I get it.
That's a
I
fact.
understand.
Because you
like-
telling them right off rip, we can have an open relationship.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's not what I said, bro. Nah, that's not what I said.
That's what
Come
it
on, don't
sound
do
like.
that. That's not what I said.
Yo, look at the fucking transition you had on this podcast, like right before my eyes, bro.
What happened, bro?
Before when we first started this pod,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the community used to say he looked like Will I Am, and now it's Idris Elba. Yo, bro, you turned into a
killing
sex
that shit.
symbol
I'm killing that
right
shit.
before my eyes,
Nah, I'm
dog.
killing
We
that
love
shit.
it.
Yo, this is dope.
Nah, black eye wasn't enough peas for me.
Nah,
you know what I'm
it wasn't. It
Yeah.
wasn't. Like, Idris is much
That's
better
more my
fitting.
style.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
Shorty
yeah.
tell me, I love Idris. I'm be like, word. I'm not him, but it's a version.
You can do a, you can
But
do
it's a
an
version.
English accent too, right?
No, I was about to do Aussie. I was about to say.
You did a crock.
I'm wailing. My fault. Hey, man. Shout out to the, hey, man.
he was like,
Shout out my Australian fans. What up, y'all? Yeah. Hey,
crock.
Crockett. I was about to wild out. I'm bugging. My fault. Hey, Cheerio. I'm bugging.
What the
All right, I'm bugging. Now turn it. All right.
Can't do
Like
it,
some
eh?
tea and crumpets, bro.
Crumpets
Oh,
and teas,
bro.
man.
Yeah, bro.
Teas, bro.
That is
Don't you watch
hilarious.
Top Boy.
Top Boy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a while since I watched it, bro.
Yeah.
Top Boy. You ain't
You
gonna
can
lie.
smoke that.
When I watched Top Boy, like binged it, I was talking like that for. It took like a week to shake
They're
that accent.
so
I love when
good.
stuff like
It's
they're-
fascinating.
Yeah. Wait, I have a question. So, okay, do you guys know the English breakfast?
Yeah, they be having beans
fish
and
and
hash.
chips.
Beans and shit,
I
like
thought it was
beans and
fish
like
and
toast.
chips.
No, bean. You never seen like the English breakfast?
No.
The English
never
muffin?
mind.
I heard that and
Nah,
I
they
just
be having peppers and shit, right?
Yeah, like
I
beans
heard
and stuff.
I
Like, oh my
heard
God,
that
like-
UK is English
About to
food is
look it up.
notoriously bad.
Well,
I've
the food
heard
in
that.
London.
London. I've
You
heard it's
never
notoriously
heard,
bad.
like-
I'm not saying that's
Yeah.
true, but
Shout
I'm
out
just saying
to
that's
UK
what I heard. I need to
listeners.
try it and to discern, but that's what I always hear is
But you
notoriously
can
bad.
imagine, like, England food is ass.
Not
You
I
could
can't
imagine.
Well, how
imagine.
could you imagine?
He just
Like,
be
tell me,
offending
like,
everybody.
Yes. Like,
I'm not
tried
even
to
trying
walk
to
us.
offend nobody.
Yeah, he tried to
I'm
walk
just
us
being-
around the
because
park.
if you think, right, think about it.
Okay.
So we have food from all over the world.
Okay.
Right? You never get a craving for like a meal from the UK. You be like, yo, I want some Caribbean, Jamaican
Mexican food,
Mexican
yeah.
food,
Okay.
Italian food.
Right.
Like,
I'm
you
gonna
get a
give
little
you-
bit of everything. You never hear of like
I never
I'm gonna
heard
give you a
of
traditional
yeah.
English breakfast. on-
Norwegian food
You ready?
or the UK.
Mediterranean.
All right. Fried eggs.
Cool.
Okay, cool, right?
Cool so far.
Okay.
All right. Sausages.
What kind?
That's there's a big difference.
See?
All
Kielbasa.
right. They
I
just
don't
said
want-
sausages. I ain't gonna front. They just said
Just
sausages.
sausage.
Okay.
That could be men they talking
That's
about,
what
so
I'm
we
saying.
don't even know.
Like,
Just
I
the
don't
breakfast
know.
sausage.
Everybody
Oh,
culture
all
a little different.
All right. Nah, everybody culture
Nobody
is a little
caught that?
different.
Be dick
You know what I'm
sausage.
saying?
What the
Wait.
fuck is this?
Not. I heard it's a delicacy. Well, all right,
That's what I'm saying. You never know. You got
All right, what else they got? They said they got back bacon.
Back bacon.
Back bacon.
What does that mean?
See, this is what I'm asking.
I ain't never heard of
You
no
ain't
back
never
bacon.
Don't knock
asked
it
for
till
no
you try
English
it.
breakfast.
Now you right, Reg. You right. I'm not one of those. All right.
It's pork. I'm gonna say.
They got all right, tomatoes, mushrooms, fried bread.
delete all that.
Oh, y'all frying bread over there.
This
all
is
that.
frying bread.
Oh,
I can't.
shit.
Back bacon sounds
Oh,
like a fat nigga
shit.
sweat.
Okay.
What's wrong about that?
Like, that's what back bacon sounds like, bro.
Everybody Google
I'm not
back
eating
bacon right
nothing
now.
that
Let me
says
Google that
back
shit.
bacon
Alex,
on
look,
the menu.
What is so bad
Nah,
about this?
I'm about to look.
I don't get it.
Word back bacon, right?
What the fuck is
We're gonna
this?
look it up in real time. Hold on.
That's crazy to
Oh
me.
nah, that looked like a bison mixed with a lamb chop.
I'm cool
That
on
sounds
that.
good.
I'm
They do
telling
though. I
you.
ain't
Yo,
gonna front.
what is so bad?
Just
Yo,
send me to the
you never-
Caribbean for some food, man.
On Twitter, you don't see people like making fun of like people from London about eating like beans and toast. You never seen that?
I did.
What the fuck is back
But
bacon?
I want to ask like, what is so weird about eating beans for breakfast? Like Mexican people do it.
Nah,
You
that's
know
a
what?
fact.
That is true.
I've
Just a
always
different
had this
culture.
question. Like I don't know.
Because it's always about the chef. I would rather like.
I'm gonna keep
it's
it
always
100
about
with
the
you. I
chef.
don't want
It's like a
tomatoes and
steak.
beans off the wake up.
Why
I don't like
not?
tomatoes.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
I don't
I'm gonna
like
keep
that.
it real.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
keep it tall.
blowing ass all
I'm gonna keep it
day.
tall. I'm gonna keep it tall.
That,
Tomatoes
like,
and
putting
beans?
that in your-
Tomatoes and beans with back bacon? I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
I
Okay,
don't
but
know.
America, we were raised on like fucking whole milk, like a
Oh, yeah. No,
whole
we just as
bag, big
worse.
ass
Yeah,
bowl.
but pancakes, eggs, and sausage always gonna slap.
It is.
That's gonna slap
It is,
forever.
though. It is.
Turkey, I think it could be turkey sausage. It's gonna slap.
Still
How
on
did
the
we
back
drink milk
bacon.
in the morning as kids and go to school?
Because the government lied to us.
Word.
I know, but how did
No,
I
they
do
lied to
that?
you.
Like,
No, they lied to.
Nah, I
Nigga,
know
you was with me
I
too.
know you was drinking milk.
Like a motherfucker.
That nigga said, I
Yeah,
need
we all
bones
were.
to
We're
grow.
Whatever cow I was drinking from was short or something.
oh my god.
Had some fucking ailment, and you could have fucking killed me. No, because the food industry, y'all be lying a lot about shit, and that's
Yeah.
fucked up. That food pyramid shit is bullshit.
They said it's good for us, but milk is like the worst.
Y'all told us
shit
it was good for
like-
us.
Yo, it's terrible. It doesn't come from us. Like when you just
It's-
start thinking about shit out loud.
I mean, but everything we eat doesn't come from us, though.
oh
It's
shit.
a process.
But
But
it
you,
come from
Yeah.
I remember when I went down south, like
Yeah.
to on the farm and stuff, and
Sure.
once every year I would go as a kid, and I remember like. We was
Aw.
milking the cow, and that blew my
You milked the
fucking
cow?
mind. Yes, I milked the fucking cow.
I didn't know you did that.
Here
That's
we
right.
go.
Yo, you mad
Some
talented.
I milked
fucking-
a fucking cow. Yeah.
He's just talented. That's it. I ain't know you're fucking
All you
talented.
have to do is go like
when
that.
That's
all
not
they
talent,
have-
but okay, SaVon.
That's wild talented. To squeeze and shake.
That's
Stop,
crazy.
don't
Now
do
you're
it.
wilding, bro.
He was trying to make you do the motion.
Nigga said I went like
Yo,
this.
that shit bounced back at you
He
when you was
tried to
doing
catch
that
me.
shit.
Did I bounce back?
That shit bounced.
When it hit the bucket, yeah, it hits back at you.
Just
Anyway.
mad white shit. Just
So I'm squeezing the milk, and I'm like, this shit look nasty.
Oh, it didn't look like.
because it
And
has
then-
like pus, right?
because it's
like
milk.
yellow.
It's actual milk.
Yeah,
Milk
yeah.
is real milk.
Sometimes
is
there's
processed.
blood in there.
Yeah,
like,
it's nasty. I was like, what the fuck are we
Yeah.
eating? And then I found out that there's a lot of what it has a lot of I forgot how much. It's like way more than the human than like a breast milk. Like it has
Uh-huh.
way more of something than breast milk, which tells us like we shouldn't be drinking that shit. Like
Yeah.
we shouldn't be taking it.
I'm really glad that we are in this time frame because, like you said, going back to just marketing, like
Right.
there was no Google in 1990.
We just
We took
drank-
it
we
away.
just
and
drank
that
it,
wasn't
yeah.
that, and that wasn't that far.
No,
like,
no,
you
not
know what
at
I'm
all.
saying? So,
32 years.
like, you know what? I gotta apologize to my parents. I get it now. They had no choice but to be a little slow. Like, they was a little dumb, bro. All they had was what the internet or what the TV was telling them in the newspaper. They couldn't do no research. It was no way, like, for real, bro. My parents, they had me real young, and
yo.
I
Why you
forgive
sh- why
them.
Violating
Why
your
you-
parents' like this.
I'm not violating.
You
I
did.
love him.
You shot
Now
at
you
him
might
crazy.
hear me now.
Niggas was dumb back in the
OG.
day.
Oh my
No,
God.
bro, not dumb.
Not my
Lack
parents.
of information.
Not my
Lack of-
parents.
No, I would never.
Put the gun down.
I'm talking about my people.
Put the
I
gun
don't know.
down.
I
but
would
hold
never
on.
say that
But
about
nah, you
nobody
gotta
else's
think
parents.
about it, though.
So I hope y'all don't think
Nah,
that.
Put the
but
gun
hold on.
down.
I'm
Not
talking
for his
about
parents,
mine.
though,
Put the
right?
gun down.
Because you
SaVon.
got to remember,
but
y'all
listen.
parents is probably
Nah,
a little bit
slow
older.
too?
No, a
Nah,
little bit
my mom-
older. A little
Nah.
wiser, a little bit
No,
older.
my parents ate Korean food. They're
My mother was
good.
23
They're
when she
living
had
till
me.
100.
That's what I'm saying. But you was in 1974.
Okay.
So if she was,
You
she was
see
born in
niggas, right?
74.
You see niggas, right? It's funny, right? A key,
So
right?
23, 1974. My fault.
Nah, because you gotta think about it, right? Remember MapQuest, right? Our parents was depending on a bunch of directions on the internet to lead them because there wasn't no Wi-Fi in the car.
That's what I'm
So what
saying.
if you ain't, the instructions ain't print out all the way. You in the pond. You in the pond.
He said you in a pond.
in a pond.
No.
You want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, but
Or
you in
when
a
you went to
pond.
the rest stop and you made a mistake and threw the map away, the MapQuest paper away, and then you're in the car like, fuck.
You're like in the middle of nowhere.
And then you had to run to some fucking Kinko, some bullshit to try and do it. But I don't think that even existed. Yeah.
Kinkos, Holy shit.
Kinko's-
Where you print shit out?
Yeah, you print the shit out.
You gotta put the
Very
oh,
vintage.
Nah, I would never talk about him.
Yo, nigga shot at me crazy though. Hold
Nah,
on,
I
let's stay
didn't,
there.
bro.
I
didn't
don't
do
even
shot
that.
at
process
me.
what
He said-
happened.
I didn't do that.
He said I was born in 1974.
Oh yeah.
That's what happened. That's what he said. He said I'm in my 50s.
Nah, he said it was groovy back when you was
Yeah.
outside.
He said I was
groovy.
drinking homogenized milk
Oh
in the
my
70s or
God.
some shit. I don't know what the fuck he's talking
It was
about.
bad back
But
in the
I
day.
swear to you guys, I wasn't born that year.
Like, imagine if you
fucked up.
watching a show and you can't Google that actor or actress. Like, there's mad power in what we have today.
First of all, that's horny. Let
That's-
me tell you.
why
Let me
is
tell you why
that?
that's horny. Because only niggas that see a certain girl on that screen go, who is that?
Nah.
What is her
They need to
IG?
make
Oh, I
Shazam for
definitely
that.
do that mad
I do that
time.
with-
Niggas do that.
Nah,
Yeah.
men
SaVon.
and women.
Yeah,
I want
niggas
to know
do
that
that.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Speed date. Yeah.
Like,
date champion.
Who was the last
Niggas is
actor that I
guilty.
kind of just like?
That's how
went down a
Logic found his
rabbit hole?
wife.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What?
He
Speed
dead.
dating?
He said that's how he found when his girl that he divorced.
Yeah.
He said that he was on looking at a show and he seen the girl. He's like, damn. And he found her.
See,
and he
that's
went to that.
horny.
And then he said, then I seen her friend. It was like, oh shit.
That's wild.
You know the rabbit hole.
Wow, that's crazy.
Horny.
Nah, I just like to
Horny.
do research on people and things. So if I'm watching the show, I'll try and do the research on that person or whatever that show director is.
Yeah, me
But
too.
imagine you can't do that in the 80s. You can't do that in the 90s.
Gotta go to the
Like,
library. That fucking
Not
sucks.
even, because what if Denzel Washington wasn't in the library? Like,
Yo, that's true. How would
that's
you
what I'm
find an
saying.
actor?
You-
Like,
you
yo.
can't- you like Google is a freaking privilege. So I just want to like thank my parents for like fucking in the 90s and bringing us here today.
You born in the 90s?
Yeah, I was born in
Wait, what's
94.
Whoa, you're mad.
Wait, what'd you say? 91?
94.
You born in 94?
94?
Yeah,
Really?
94.
Yo,
Yeah,
niggas was
yeah,
born
yeah.
in 94.
Yo, what's up with you?
Yeah,
Relax.
that's what I'm saying. 74 to 94, bro. It's a big age difference. I know you looking at 94 like, oh, that was mad time. But
I
it's not
remember
that
back
bad.
in '94 when
I
I
do.
used to.
I remember.
I'm
Nah,
joking. I'm
alright,
joking.
stop.
Biggie? I know.
Yeah.
Biggie, you know what I'm saying? I remember all that
It's
shit.
all
Biggie
love.
came out in 95. What did Biggie
And
came
it's
out?
always so crazy because like Dev is not that much older than
He's
SaVon.
really not.
He's really not.
Really
like
not.
I'm not. Nigga said I was in college in 94. Fuck you. Piece of shit. That's when affirmative action I feel like just came
I
around.
wasn't
and
even
shit.
born yet. Damn.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
we was living good, man. But just
Wait, I have a
imagine.
question
Please.
because of like
I was about to
food, and we were
smoke you.
talking about like
Stop.
healthy food and stuff. How's the healthy food journey going, or health journey?
Oh, my health journey is,
I've been
great.
meaning to like check in with you about that because it's inspiring, Dev.
So I'm at 160 pounds. I was 149 pounds
Can
back
I
in
say can I say something real quick before you, like I was watching because I just said on the Patreon I dead ass watch our old episodes because we're funny. And so Dev, you look different. Like you
I do.
look like it shows. It
Yeah.
really shows.
I lost a lot of weight over the pandemic, like an odd amount of weight, and yeah, I'm super good now. Now I'm just like I told you, the app for anyone that's just doing a fitness thing. I needed this app like all my life, like where I could just track everything and log it in, and it's like all there.
I got a question. How does that work? Let's say you go to Chipotle,
Right,
right?
Right.
And I threw some cheese in the bowl.
right.
How much scoops of cheese do they really know I got in the bowl for me to add it on the app?
So all of these companies,
Yeah.
it's the internet. So basically,
Okay.
it pulls and knows Chipotle cheese. It literally has it right there. You just gotta press plus, and it
Damn.
adds it. So queso, what did I order? Literally, I can type in Chipotle, and all the whole menu shows up. So I can do bang, bang, bang.
I always
Even
wondered about
Red
that, yeah.
Lobster. Oh, I ate this. Bang. Like So even
Damn.
Trader Joe's stuff is in there. So everything is there, bro. It's so
That's a lot of
easy.
discipline.
That's hard for me.
It takes a lot of
It
discipline
takes,
to do
but
that.
eventually, when you start to do it and get in the swing of it, you really start to analyze. Like right now, I'm about to cut out cheese and dairy completely out my diet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try. So cheese, I could do cheese, but bread is the one I really would like to cut out. But I'm starting to cut out things. So now, even on the gym, I'm starting to get a little cleaner with it. So I was eating really dirty at 1st, which is fine. I'm bulking, but now I'm starting to try to get a little cleaner with it as well.
Tone
So
it up, yeah.
it's discipline, man. But it's like I was working at the hotel, made sure I went to the hotel and worked out. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's good.
Oh, y'all working at
I
a
went
hotel?
away from my
Yeah.
group. Like they were like going to like a fucking Gunna concert or something. I was so proud of myself. I came back to the hotel and worked out. It was like it's very empowering
I
to
ain't
like
gonna
show
lie,
up for
man.
yourself.
Y'all
do,
are
like,
goals. Y'all are goals, dog.
You
Because it
working
sound
out.
good.
When I was
Yeah.
running through
Save-
the
save all the
United
posts in the-
States of America, I was out here living. God damn it.
You was working out for a
Save
while.
all the posting gym
Yeah.
selfies.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back to it.
Yeah, I see you in the
6
thing. You look like you.
a.m.,
Can I say something? Can I say
Please,
something?
of course.
Uh-oh.
You live like a real Manhattan bachelor because it looks like you're at like a Manhattan gym.
Yeah.
Like you look like you got a really nice gym, like
He
a New
does
York,
have a Manhattan
like a New
gym.
York sports
And
club.
the backdrop, yeah.
with the stockbroker on the other side. Like he looks like he's at that gym.
Yeah, he share a locker with a billionaire.
I
Facts.
try to get it
He
in.
shares a locker with a billionaire.
Fly nigga
I try
right.
to get it in, man. I try to get it in.
I see that, man.
Thank
I was wondering. I was like, you did the same shit.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Honestly, so a lot of people asked us in our Need to Know Awards. In the final section, we just say, hey, say anything, right? You guys can say whatever you want. And I saw a few people ask about a live show.
Yeah.
So for me, you know, we've all had these conversations internally about having a Need to Know show and something,
dying
right? Just
to
something,
do it.
something with us in a room with the people that fuck with us.
Yeah, fuck it, the man
And
is
so one of those things is leading up to that is like, all right, we gotta perform. Right?
Okay.
Like, so a lot of people don't realize as podcasters, especially if you want to do something live, it's a performance. Like, we can't be, and I never want to be the fat performer. You know, like you don't want to get on stage and be fat and out of shape.
I'm so
and now
glad
you
you said
just
that.
you got bacon on your back or back bacon,
Back
whatever
bacon,
the shit
British
is called.
back bacon.
Just sweating
Back
bullshit.
bacon.
Like so for me, like seeing your journey and knowing like Reggie, she's the real fitness guru on the low.
On
But
the
seeing
low.
y'all
How do you
journey.
know that?
On the low.
Because I really like I go almost every day. I don't talk about it though.
You
But how
do.
do you know that?
You don't
Because
talk
you the
about it.
homie.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you. I'm gonna be honest. I did not know that.
This is the first year I started like actually weight training.
Oh, shit.
Ladies, don't sleep on it. It's not gonna make you bulky. It's gonna increase your metabolism and just
Yo.
like tone you out.
Can you tell women? And I would like to say this to women. For you to believe, for you to think that, and you don't work out at all, right? For you to think that you're gonna work out and get bulky, that is insane.
Do you know how much protein we have to eat to even
would
get
require.
relatively, you know what I'm saying?
Like you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna have a neck that is the size of a fucking.
and it burns more calories.
Yeah.
Like let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's
you're
do
not
it.
gonna bulk. You just go ahead. Do your thing. You're not gonna look like it would. You know how much work and how much shit you have. You literally have to take hormones to really look like
Really
the
like
one.
yeah.
Like you're fine. Just work out. Stop making excuses.
And
I'm
it's more
just
fun
somebody
than
need to hear
cardio. Let's all weight
that.
train,
Cardio's
ladies.
tough.
I feel
Cardio's
like
tough.
cardio is
It is.
mad fun.
Can I? No, you're one of them niggas.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the most African things you ever said.
What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say?
Cardio's mad fun.
What the fuck?
I
So
can run
what
for
the
mad
fuck?
long.
Really?
He
I
don't
can
like
run
weights.
for mad
Alex
long.
don't like weights.
But you like
Really?
running?
Yeah.
He
That's
don't
the
like
African
weights.
in you.
I like weights. Don't say that.
That's
I
your
don't
body
use
saying,
I don't use as much.
We
what
don't
I'm
need
saying,
these.
yeah.
We're already strong.
Because I like
Yo,
I
but
like
that's a-
calisthenics
like-
and
Yeah,
running. Yeah.
I'm not. So for me, I realized
Yeah.
over working out at the hotel because I don't have a treadmill in my crib. I have a bike in my crib.
Right, yeah,
But
yeah.
I said
Oh,
I
I
Big
always
money
told-
talk.
Let them know.
That's
Big
really
money
not.
talk,
This bike
nigga.
was
You got a bike in the
I got a
crib?
bike that run in place, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
$150 on Amazon.
Yeah,
I
I
got
know.
some
Clean it
points
up.
and I used
Yeah, I
them.
know.
But you got no
Um,
space for it.
But okay.
He does have a home gym. He has a home gym.
Y'all some hoes. Niggas don't let me live shit down.
Nah, we don't.
But I was on. So I said, I told my girl, I was like, yo, I really want to see the treadmill because I really want to put stress on my heart. Like I really want to put stress on my cardiovascular
It's a
system.
muscle,
So just let your
yeah.
girl go out to the club. You gonna be stressing like a motherfucker. Nigga. The fuck
Where
you
do
doing?
we go?
Oh my
Stress your heart.
God.
Yeah, nah, just tell Shorty go out. Maybe it's Friday night.
I was
Give her
down
the
the block.
keys and let her do her thing
When
on a
your
Friday
heart-
night.
Wait, what did
and
he
your heart
say?
gonna
No,
be
because you
stressed
said
the
you want to
fuck
stress
out.
your heart out. He's like, just go to the club. And
Oh my God.
Just get
just
them
him being toxic.
That's it.
Just
give
him
it.
being toxic.
I want to stress my heart out a little bit more.
She gonna do it.
So she gonna do it. She gonna do
It's
it.
always she.
But on the bike, I get that in, but there's nothing like actually running. Like I did it. I was like, I'm gonna get on the treadmill, and I was like, oh yeah, this I'm really getting that pump out of my heart. Like I can really feel it. So I really want a treadmill. I'm gonna get a treadmill.
It's funny. It's levels to even running because running on the treadmill and the track.
Oh my god.
Two different
Holy
things.
Completely
shit.
different thing.
Absolutely,
I agree
It's
with
not
you.
even close. Running outside
Absolutely.
in the treadmill, like I used to
know, it
time
humbles
myself.
me.
Facts. I used to time myself on my mile and everything. I was killing shit on the treadmill.
Right.
But then I went to the track.
Right.
And I was like, whoa, what is this?
It's different.
And you lasted like half a.
It's tough on your
like,
body
oh.
too,
Yeah,
man.
Nah, it is,
Like
it
it's
is.
tough. They
The constant turning.
Want a
they said
refund.
It can fuck up your body. Like running on concrete and shit is really
Yeah.
fucked
I
up
got
for
knee
you.
tendonitis because of that shit. Because
I
in high
bet.
school, I was playing all sports. Right? I was
Oh,
playing
okay.
soccer. I was playing track. I was playing basketball.
Oh, you was just
Okay.
killing
Okay.
shit.
killing shit.
Oh, yo,
Okay.
every time
Alex the
you open
athlete?
your mouth, I see why
It's a
you the
new
speed
flex.
dating king. Imagine saying that on your first date.
Yo, I did track. And I don't use weights now.
Yo.
I'm a swimmer.
Yeah, I can't swim.
You
but
can
I'm
swim?
Not I'm not the best.
Okay, but you're a black man that can swim. That's
I'm a
good.
black man that can swim. Yeah.
Because you know, that's the thing. Black people can't swim.
It took me a while. Though. I had to I was like 14.
Ooh,
What?
that's late.
I learned
Yeah,
how to swim.
that's late.
I was 7. I was young.
Yeah, me
I had a
too.
Spanish man teach me how to swim. Shout out to him.
Word? Yo, shout out to him.
He said, "Papi, you can swim."
And he was like, "Word."
I said, "What?" My mother let me with this nigga too. We was in a like a resort, and this nigga dead some
Oh,
random
it
man.
wasn't like lessons. It was like just
yeah,
some random man.
Oh,
he
that's
just
fire.
taught me how to swim. He
Well, shout
dead
out
taught
to
me to
him.
swim, and I
he was
swam.
networking that day.
My mom.
Yo, we just a networking ass podcast.
That's another story.
Day
Yes,
Shout
we
out to my
are.
mom.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
It's a
they
good
were.
thing.
Yo, Debbie, so
Single parents, man.
See,
Single parents.
see, look, I ain't the only one shooting at my parents today.
Yeah, that shit is trauma. That shit, it's a lot. I got some real deep shit, bro.
It just be coming out randomly.
Just random deep shit. Because I just remember that memory. Like, damn, I remember that. And then
Nah.
it hits me like, oh, wait a minute.
See,
This nigga was
I'm
trying to.
telling you. Remember I told you when they used to
Oh,
get
shit.
No, it hit you.
Oh, wait. It just.
see, that's what I'm saying. I don't even like. I think I started swimming at like 3 years
Oh,
old.
you
Bro.
Me too. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
swimming at like 3 or 4 years old.
What
Fish.
You a fish.
You had a pool or something? Or they threw you in?
Nah, I ain't had no
Yeah,
pool.
that's how they teach babies. They throw you
Yeah, I had no
in,
pool.
not in a dangerous
Nah,
way.
bro, I
They
Like,
always
can't do
say-
that to
because
my
it's a,
baby.
it's a
young.
natural like thing.
They always say teach them
But
young.
why?
I told you.
He feel like he back in the stomach, in the womb.
I told
Part
you.
of it, yeah. It
Yeah.
sounds funny, but
Yeah,
yeah.
The
back in the sack.
90s, my parents was a little slow. The niggas just threw my ass in. Niggas swim. I was like, oh.
But
that
that's
was
a
it.
good thing. No,
that's
they were
when I
smart
knew
for
I was
that.
born to be a winner. At 3 years old.
Because you didn't die.
Because
He
I didn't die.
prevailed.
I came up. I was
Yo.
breathing. Like,
No,
I'm
that's why
telling you.
water births are like much more calmer because the baby's used to like the fluid.
Being in that
stuff.
fluid and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That is fucking
Nah,
scary.
but I'm gonna feel sus because I can't tell the baby, close your mouth.
Like, don't breathe.
They'll
Like,
figure
that's-
it out.
Yeah.
That's why I be amazed.
Nah,
No,
I'm-
yeah.
I don't want to be the nigga that kill my
It's like a
dog.
natural instinct.
Nah, I wish there was video of Alex learning how to swim at 14.
I can't even imagine.
Big
like,
ass 14
You
year
said you
old.
was
Alex?
chubby, right? You said you chubby kid?
Bro, I was mad fat.
I was
obese.
fat.
I was fat. Yo, you understand, right?
Fat Alex is
The
a
insurers?
TV show.
Bro, I
It's
am
like-
from a low income community.
Right.
I was so big, my mother was like, nah, we're getting him a nutritionist.
Wow.
Wow.
That is true. That your mother was like, no,
For
we
a
need help.
foreign parent to get you, like, think of getting you a nutritionist.
real. It
Yeah,
must
that's
have
not
been
even
bad.
that's
And it
unheard of.
didn't even work.
It did work.
It was.
Nah, it was
hey,
basketball.
you
know what
Idris now, nigga.
It was basketball.
You
You know-
Idris,
You know what it
bro.
was?
worked.
You know what's fucking you up? Here you are.
Sure.
Oh yeah, look at her.
Oh, y'all
PLA?
trying to trigger me.
Do insurers have like nutritional?
that's
like,
Yes, they
Yes.
do.
Is
Just ask
protein?
me.
This is a quick 220 calories for me.
Yo,
see
you
how
walk
I got
around
around
with
Is
that?
it, is it more than
Yeah,
just
I got
calories?
1,000 of them in my
You
crib.
supposed to walk around with that?
Nah,
You can if
Well,
you
you
want.
should. They should have told my mom and aunt that. That's
Be
why I got
proud.
big.
I don't-
What's wrong with walking around with this?
I just think of babies when I see that.
It's not for
Alright.
babies.
It's not for
meal
babies?
replacement.
No. Older people drink this a lot.
Nah, yeah.
It's like a
Okay.
meal replacement
I
because it
didn't
has
know- bro.
has a bunch of shit in it.
That's
Okay.
why I was drinking it every morning.
It's
Shout out
good.
to
It's a quick
Insure.
200
Yeah,
calories.
It has like
Quick.
nutrients and
Nah,
stuff.
Yeah,
that
vitamin
200 turned to
A, C,
800 quick now.
iron. It's a bunch of stuff. Zinc. It's a bunch of stuff. That's what I drink 'em.
I
I drink
might- I
them
might get on
once in a blue.
that. Bro.
If I know I'm probably gonna be talking and not be able to go get some food to get my calories in, I'll just
Sure.
take like this and a protein bar, like just to have it like quick 400
Gotta
calories.
You
take
got a
this
little
stuff
cup. You know,
real
they say it's better
serious.
to share the weight.
To pour a little bit of Ensure into a cup is crazy.
He always want to shit away.
Yo, this with liquor,
You know, it's better to share the weight.
What? No, that sounds nasty.
this shit
Stop.
might slap. Nah,
No,
you bugging. This
Dev.
shit
Hey.
might slap
I
with
don't
some
know.
tequila
You could turn that
What the
220 to
fuck?
110.
or what?
Insure with like
For the
Hennessy.
audience, he's talking about
a
tequila and an
Baileys?
Inshore.
You like a Bailey's rum cream? That's what I'm thinking it tastes like.
Nah.
Fuck yeah,
No.
a liqueur. Yeah, fuck yeah, you tripping?
Hit me if you want to turn
I'll
that
let you know.
220 to 110.
Basically, cut it in half. That was good. You're really good at this. Speed dating.
I'm telling you, bro.
Speed
date.
date champion.
I get it.
Speed date.
The more and more he talks,
Yeah.
I understand.
No,
understand?
really
man.
scroll through that for a
Yo,
sec,
y'all
and
look
it's like
great
Alex
people.
Smooth, Alex Smooth, Alex Smooth. Oh
Yeah, it was
my
like Alex
God.
Smooth.
I'm mad
Alex
clumsy.
voice, Alex voice.
I'm mad clumsy.
No, you're not.
You
I'm
know,
clumsy.
you want to know the and before because I do want to talk about Kanye and his doc, but before we get to that, speaking of Kanye, actually it's in that same vein because
Okay.
there was a poll that we had with Kanye's man's Trump,
Okay.
and
Big T.
for some reason, Dev, what did we put out into the world for them to
Yeah.
think that me and you would be the Republicans of this podcast?
Wells. Shut the fucking front door, you whore.
Yeah.
But look, that's very Republican of someone to say
See,
that
look
to
what you
you.
just said.
I don't
defended
identify as a Republican.
Mhm.
I do understand both sides of the political spectrum.
That's
as-
why. That's
as
why.
far
Right
as
there.
it-
Boom. That's
So when
it.
you understand
just answered
shit,
it.
just
You don't
to
gotta
say
go
I
no more. That's all you
understand.
gotta say. Boom. Black people here. Black Republicans.
Hey,
That's true.
That's it.
Hey,
You right.
well,
That's
I'm-
it.
I'm
You're
a
right
leader.
though.
All
All
right.
jokes aside. That's
Well,
all it takes. You can't even say, yo, hey, I do see what I like from this party and that party. Like, yeah,
Well, they really just was talking about they think that somehow, some way, we've created a narrative amongst us all that we are really well off.
yeah.
Nah.
And that's what they were saying in the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
They were saying we're well off, so we're part of the 1%. Somehow SaVon and I are now in the 1%.
no.
Nah, y'all definitely
And
the 1%.
no.
fucking
Y'all
No.
definitely the 1%.
we would vote for Donald Trump. I was like, where the fuck are you
Well,
going?
we did ask them to just like, you know what I'm saying?
Riff.
We said, hey, if you had to choose one.
Okay.
You know, it's not like they said, hey,
Okay.
who do you think? They said, if we had to. A lot of people
Okay.
said, hey, since I have to choose,
Right.
Devvon Terrell and SaVon.
But you know
Hey,
what they
listen.
said? What I like though, they said one person said I think Devvon would pick it because I think he knows more than he's letting
I
on.
did see that. Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
thought was interesting. And then they
Yeah.
said also that I think because he sees both sides. I like that somebody did say that. Like I think he
Mhm.
would see the nuances and make the right choice. And I
Absolutely.
appreciated that.
Yeah.
Morally, I probably can't support him, of course.
Yeah.
But just
Morally,
that
but I
saying-
understand.
They're saying like Republican, not you're not supporting Trump. You're supporting like
Oh,
some
no, I-
Republican.
yeah,
Republican.
I think that makes more
Well,
sense.
Okay,
yeah.
I can see myself as maybe down
There's
the
a
line
good
if
we
Republican
ain't
the
trying
right
to
leader.
walk you into we ain't trying to get into
No, of course
politics.
not. No, of
I
course,
just
of course
thought
not.
it was funny.
Listen,
Somebody
who
was
knows?
like,
Nah, it's mad funny because
Who knows?
Listen, medium oxtail, rice and peas, $20 medium.
Hey,
Mhm.
And since the past year, I'm gonna just leave that for y'all.
can I just open up one thing?
Big T.
Yes.
Who's
You
Big
touched
T?
on something.
Yeah, huh?
Can I just open
Nah,
up one
Dev,
thing?
you sure?
Yeah.
Medium oxtail, rice and peas, $20.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of
That's a
money.
lot of money.
I ain't say nothing else though. What
So
you said?
recently,
I
there have
bet.
been studies that have been coming out that says in a lot of major cities, renting is more expensive than buying now. So they're saying that renting an
It's more
apartment is
expensive
becoming more expensive than
than
buying
buying
a
a crib.
fucking house.
yeah, I'm not surprised.
Different time.
It's what's
Yeah.
happening. And within the 1 year, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So I say for anyone living with their parents, live there and save the
No,
fucking money.
deadass.
Save your money,
Deadass.
and you might as the fact that you might as well go get a crib is crazy. You're gonna pay $20,000 for a down payment on an apartment now. Like, where do we live in?
And
Like,
it used to
this
be
shit-
it used to be where it's like, yo, the major cities were like that, right?
right.
If it starts to really trickle down into like smaller cities where it's like that,
It
that's
is
different.
though.
Oh, that's what they're saying?
Yeah, they say
Oh,
all
that's
over the
crazy.
country.
All over the
Texas,
country is
Texas was the
crazy.
only place that was still kind of a
Yeah,
balance.
yeah.
But all the other major cities, it's getting bad.
Because you know what? I always had smoke back in the day for people that would talk about New York residents or people from the Tri-State area.
In what way?
Because it's like, yo, man, like getting a crib in Milwaukee, respectfully,
Bro,
different than getting a crib in
See?
NYC.
bro, that's
Yeah.
very
The
true.
Midwest.
That's
Yeah,
very,
and
no,
I
no,
fuck
no,
with
but
the
that's real
Midwest.
shit
Nah,
though.
that's-
And it's just
fact.
right.
That's real shit.
But a lot of the times people don't understand that because they're
Right.
not from that area. They're not really understanding.
Right.
Huh?
I'm like, yo, a crib,
Huh?
you could buy a nice house for $250K. My boy got a crib in Atlanta for like $200.
100.
And I
200,
was
yeah.
like, what?
And it was
Yeah.
probably mad big.
That
It was
200 look
nice.
different in New York, right?
That's nothing.
Okay.
That's a condo.
People don't
Maybe.
I don't think they know because it's easy to say, "Yo, L.A., New York is so expensive." No, it is different.
It's different.
Yeah.
Out
Beyond.
here.
It is beyond.
It is different.
How much? You know how long it took me to fucking buy? You know what I had to say? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know how hard that was, bro. But if I had took that to fucking, I'd have a Rick Ross compound.
I know
You
some
what I mean?
homies that got cribs, left the towns at 21 years old, went to like North Carolina.
Bought a nice
a
house.
That must be nice, but it's like I
21.
don't want to do that.
21
I
years
know. I don't
old.
want to live.
And also,
yeah.
it's hard for
21
Dev.
years
We
old.
spoke about this back when it happened, but you're an entrepreneur.
Right.
So, like, the process of buying a house is hard because the financial documents are way different than if you had a 9 to
Yo,
5.
anything.
Oh my
Someone
God.
told me about that. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
They said it was
Even a rent.
impossible.
Even
It's
a rent.
impossible.
When
Any sort, yeah.
as soon as I said I'm self-employed,
They're like, what?
To get my car, it was an
Yup,
issue. To
me
get
too.
to get my I had to give them but thank God I'm really good at keeping my books well and my documents, and I had everything ready. But bro, it is hard.
I believe it.
It is hard.
So
If you
shout
don't,
out to
they
you.
want to see a W-9 or 10. You know, they want to see your fucking pay stub. That's what they want to
Nah,
see.
that's a fact.
When they say they check it, they fucking
Because they want to
rip through
keep
it.
you down, my brother.
Yeah.
They want to keep you down, my brother. They don't want to
SaVon
encourage you
L. King right here.
self-employed. You know what I'm saying? I just feel real inspired.
I knew that
Because
transition was coming.
Over the last few weeks, we've been talking shit
What you mean?
about Ye. But I feel inspired, bro.
Super
We supposed to talk bad shit.
Nah, I did.
Okay, there we go. That's what I was trying to get you to
What
say.
did you own up to your shit? Yeah, don't group it. Don't
I
group
ain't
me,
gonna
nigga.
hold you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Don't say
Yay,
that.
yay, yay,
Yeah,
yay. The propaganda is working on me. It's working on me. I know a lot of people weren't really feeling Ye, and honestly, I'm still not really feeling that nigga. He's a fucking master manipulator, so, cool. But I think, duality is important in life. And so if we can scream when somebody's a piece of shit, I think it's also dope and important to kind of highlight somebody in their better light, so to speak, right?
Celebrate.
So, Genius. Kanye, he had his documentary released. I don't know if the timing is just ironic to his promo to his album, him losing his wife to Skeet, and all of these manic episodes that he's having. I don't know. Like, I don't write the timeline. Like, only God plans these things the way that he makes it happen, right?
Nah, word
But
God.
in this fucking tornado of Kanye West,
Right.
we get this small glimpse of light. And I think this documentary that Netflix has produced and put out, I think is really well done.
Yeah.
And I know we were talking about this a little bit off air, so I wanted to kind of share those thoughts on air, because I know a lot of people on the social commentary around it was how inspiring it was, right? Everybody felt so inspired. And I do want to talk to that. But so while I was watching it, it's funny because sure, it is very inspiring, right? Because Dev, you had said something about his name, Ye, right? Off air.
Yeah, he said it in the scene where he was at like an MTV, in Chicago when he was doing something for the radio station, and he was like, "Yo, I got invited to this," and then he was looking at the bill and he was so mad because he was like, "Yo, the announcer had called me Kanye. My name is Kanye West." He was like, "What kind of stupid shit is that? Like nobody know me as Kanye." He was like, "One day I'm gonna just drop this shit and just call myself Ye." And that'd be dope, right? The niggas just know me by Ye. I'm gonna make sure I'm so big that you know what I mean. It was just like
Foreshadowed it.
To
Bro,
see that
having
manifestation.
That footage is like priceless. Like, how did wow?
Yeah. To have that footage, to have that kind of belief in yourself,
right.
and just to kind of see the journey. And I think one of the reasons why this is so impactful is because two reasons. The first reason is as I was watching this, I'm looking and thinking about my closet and all of the Yeezy apparel that I have. So now I'm like, this kid, this man, young man, who we seen get denied, who we seen in these offices getting played, who we seen his man, I forgot his name, but
Cootie?
No, not Cootie, the guy who filmed it. The guy who was at the table with him and was like, yo, we did this off love, man. And then he got on a radio station and was dissing him. I can't remember his name.
Yes,
No,
the
no.
DJ he was working with. I told him.
No, he's a rapper.
It was like D Nuts or something. D Lutz.
What was
his
He was a
name?
producer, right?
It was D something.
I think he had taught Kanye how to make beats.
Yeah,
What's his
he helped
name?
Kanye
Right.
with No ID. It was
With
No
No
ID
ID.
and
I
another
really wanna know
guy
his name, but I got
helped
you.
Kanye.
Okay.
And but to just see the energy around Kanye at that time, and now to see his influence today, I thought that was really dope. And then the other thing I thought it was super compelling because, to a certain degree, you almost have to have that kind of confidence in yourself to make it to where he is. And I'm glad people are getting to see that. I have a lot of dinners with people. We talk to people all the time. And not that we're pitching ourselves, but, since we've taken a untraditional route, a lot of people question what it is that we do as entrepreneurs, as a writer, artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, people look at us like, wait, how, what, where? And in the back subconsciously, we all share that sentiment of belief. And so for the people who don't have that belief in them, I'm glad that this was displayed so people can see how real it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't walk around and look at Kanye like, oh shit, he did something so crazy. Like it's amazing what he did.
Yeah.
But I understand that sentiment of belief, discipline, and just following through that journey,
Yeah.
having a mission, having a vision, and executing it, right?
Right.
But it's probably what 10% of us in the world who walk around
Yeah.
thinking that way.
Yeah.
And for somebody like a Kanye West who has the reach to do it,
Right.
Devvon Terrell could walk up to anybody and tell him his plan, his vision, his accomplishments, what he's gonna do. But they'll look at him and be like, oh, or anybody, not just Devvon, but
Sure.
they'll look at any of us and be like, nigga, you crazy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, wait, you wanna do what?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, but when they see a Kanye do it, maybe it instills some kind of belief in themselves, whereas
great
somebody else who is a little bit more relatable,
Successful, yeah.
a little bit more relatable,
Right.
they may not believe it.
Yeah.
So that's what I took away from this doc.
Yeah, for me, man, I cried like 2 times. I'm not gonna lie, I cried like twice watching it because it was so inspiring to see, and it was just so dope to see like him get told no. Like for him, when you saw him walking in with through the wire, bro,
Yeah.
and walking into those just those people's offices, and he's playing it, and they are ignoring him.
Yeah.
And I'm
They
like,
just,
wow.
doing their own thing. They at work.
It felt so good to see it though, because it was like,
Why is
oh,
that?
you because
Yeah.
my belief is I want to make you so sorry. And I'm glad that footage came out because I'm pretty sure they're watching that shit and going,
Can I say something real quick though? I
Go
think
ahead.
it was Wayno. I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know if this will ruin the moment. I don't know how accurate it is, but he's been in the game for a really long time. He quoted, it was going viral on Twitter of him playing it. All Falls Down
Uh-huh.
in Rock Nation, and you know how she was just kind of like,
Yeah.
And then Wayno replied, he was like, "Yo, the context of this video is he played that shit like 10 times in a row, and was just walking around and staring at everyone. And of course, by the 10th time, they're like, okay, like
Thanks.
that. He said that's what the context was, but that doesn't
Interesting.
take
I can see
that doesn't
that,
take away from it.
And
but
I
I'm just
believe
saying,
Wayno.
like,
Yeah, he was in those
because
Yeah,
offices.
he was there.
he was
with
at Rock
State. He
Nation,
was
yeah,
with
yeah.
Beans and all of them. So I
Yeah.
believe
Yeah.
him. So that's interesting. That's an
not to
interesting
take
take.
away from it, but there's sometimes,
But even to have that
yeah, yeah.
kind of moxie,
Confidence,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
confidence
Yeah.
to walk into an office
That's
owned
interesting.
by Dame Dash and Jay-Z
Yeah.
at that time and say, I'm going to play my beats. I'm going to play my raps. I want you to hear me in the middle of a workday.
Right.
That kind of confidence, regardless of what the context was,
Right.
is impressive.
Yeah.
Like that's
yeah.
why I can't envision myself doing that.
Yeah,
and
I'm not. Yeah,
I'm
me
confident.
too. Me too. And I
I'm a
think
very
I'm confident,
confident
right?
guy.
Right. When I looked at
Bro.
that, I was like, oh, I'm not confident
Yeah,
enough.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
Yo,
not
that
confident.
documentary is a masterclass on when and when not to listen to people. You feel me? Like
I hear you on
a
that.
lot of like
That's
that's
a bar.
really what I was getting from the minute it dropped, bro.
Yeah.
It was like you could tell this dude who was already kind of heralded with music production,
Right.
but it's like, yo,
I can't
people
cut through.
don't really give a fuck about your rapping, and people keep telling you. They keep telling you to your face, yo, dog, love your beats.
Love your
You should
beats.
probably chill with that rapping
Stay
shit.
that.
Do you know how
Aw,
many people
shit.
that would naturally deter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the amount of confidence and focus it takes to be like, yo, y'all don't feel me, but fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to tell y'all something.
dope,
Like I
I'm
can
ill.
see it, but
Yeah.
I can't show you
Mm-hmm.
until you see
it was Doug Infinite. Real
Doug
quick.
Infinite.
Doug
Thank
Infinite.
you.
There you
That was
go.
his name. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Doug
You
You
know
know,
Shout
I
out
was
to
gonna,
Soul Man.
to piggyback
Yeah.
off of what you said.
Yeah.
What did you run back? What you said again?
I said
when not to
when
listen and
when
when to
and when
listen.
not to listen to people.
Fuck, I had something I wanted to
Fuck.
say to that so bad.
Because
man.
that's really what I was pulling from it. Like he was just going to these offices and people were telling him something, and then
He was like,
would
"Nah, I'm ill."
respectfully, he would respectfully decline and just find other ways to kind of get out his message.
Yeah,
And
what SaVon was saying
Damn.
about having that like strong ass belief in yourself. If you're at a dinner or like a meeting and you don't have that in yourself, people could tell that you don't even
Yeah.
believe in
Yeah.
yourself. Like
Yeah.
it reeks.
It
like,
reeks, yeah, I can smell it on you.
So
You- what I-
you have to
you
believe
got
in
it?
yourself.
What I was gonna say
Yeah.
was what blew my mind the most was the dude from Ruckus Records that was trying
Oh,
to sign him.
yes.
Okay.
And he was like fighting to get sign him, and he broke Kanye down to the fucking T. He was like, bro, I think you're so dope because you got something that's for the hood niggas, but you got enough for like the niggas that ain't on that shit, and you
Exactly.
also do the high fashion. He broke Kanye
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
to the T.
In 30 seconds.
Right.
30
He
seconds.
saw
30
him.
seconds.
He really saw him.
Like he saw it, and I wanted
hit.
to pay homage to him because I was like, bro, you literally you called it. Like that's an A&R.
That's
Yeah,
a
you know,
visionary.
Raucous.
That's a
To see the vision.
Yeah.
to
Absolutely.
Yeah,
see
that's
an
the
artist-
definition of seeing the vision.
Right.
Absolutely.
He broke it. Y'all, those types of A&Rs, I don't see those kind of people anymore. But jeez,
Mm-hmm.
Because it's
That's a
tough.
whole different.
Because it's tough when,
Yeah.
when you're
Crazy.
trying to be confident. Sometimes they tell you be humble,
yes,
learn things.
yes,
But then it's like, yo,
yes,
I know there's people that are astute in their positions,
right.
and they have a history of doing things a certain way, and they've
Yeah.
accomplished certain things this way.
But bro, do I have to listen to them?
Yeah, I get you.
Like,
Yeah, it's like why?
yo,
like
bro,
why?
it's really something to think about because again, I know there's a lot of independent artists that go through this shit, Devvon. I know you. Come on, we don't even got to discuss that.
Facts.
But it could be a difficult place trying to listen to gatekeepers.
Yep.
Boy.
And at that time, that was like the
way.
pinnacle of gatekeepers, right? So
You couldn't
to
do
see-
things independently.
You,
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
you couldn't do anything independent. And then Rockefeller was deemed the independent label,
Sure.
and he wasn't even able to break through there.
And
You
he
know
was
what I'm
there.
saying? You know what I'm saying? And
Universal
he
was
was there. So
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I thought that was it was dope. It was nice to really see because I was watching it with somebody, and she looked at me and she was like, "Yo, I'm glad that I'm watching this with you because I've been there for your whole journey, and you walk in that same faith.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You walk in that same faith,
Yes.
and I get emotional not for Kanye,
Say walks.
But for myself.
but I get emotional not just for Kanye, but because I know there's people that watch it and they don't have that luxury of feeling like, yo, I can be something greater than my situation.
Like that
Right.
feeling. Like
You
we
know?
felt it. Like
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
That's
felt
what it is.
That shit made me
Ooh,
emotional.
can I say
bro.
something?
Always.
I wish I had someone who would have footage like I feel the same thing you guys are saying because if we could replay our journey and see it like a Kanye documentary, it would be dope. But it makes me think of like seeing him pull up to offices and shit like that. My very first hip hop related internship was for the Source magazine, and I pulled up to the office. Imagine I had that footage right now,
Right.
and it just replays in my head because now I'm like on like a big ass press trip. But it's like it started from really like showing up for yourself and doing
Right.
that, and it's just such a beautiful thing to reflect on.
It is.
I ain't gonna hold
And
y'all.
reassuring for a creator that doc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts. I got And
Mad
I mean,
inspired.
I
right
got all the footage of my whole fucking career, bro.
Do you really?
I really do. Every tour, every
Oh, yes,
organized
he
is
does.
every city. No, but I personally have like
The documentary's coming.
from college. So you see all the fucking videos I'm posting from my childhood. I have my entire
So,
life.
Can I
catalog.
ask
Yes.
you what made you say I'm gonna document and film these things, my life?
Because I always knew in the back of my head, like,
gonna be a
yo,
star.
this is gonna be dope. And I've always believed in myself to say, nah, my story, I need
sir. Mm-hmm.
niggas to see my story. And I'll be honest, the main thing is if I pass, my child has thousands upon thousands of
To know
hours
you.
to get to know me. That's why. I'm genuinely, that's why I record
saying you
everything.
talking some
My
shit.
first tour, I
Yo.
got every city. Not to make this about me. I'm not trying to make this about me if I don't
No,
want
make
to
it
come off
about
that
you,
way.
please.
But I think
But I'm just
we
saying,
don't
like-
have a point of reference to. Like you
Right.
are that,
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's not
I get
just
you.
about you, but like
Right.
I want to hear. I'm interested in
Yeah.
hearing
No,
like, why
so,
you did that.
So like in college when my journey first started, like kind of like when my music journey first really kind of started, I started to film a lot of that stuff, like all the stuff like me and the niggas in the dorm room. I started to film that shit a lot just because I like content. Like I already liked like
He always had that brain for
yeah,
content.
like yo,
yeah.
like they gotta see us in the moment and live in and stuff like that. So I started filming from there, and I got like shit with pranks. I got all kinds of shit. I got so much footage on all of my drives. Like that's why I'm really big on my drives and got everything. But I documented everything.
Oh my God.
Everything's
I love
documented.
this because I love people like this because I hate, not hate.
Mm-hmm.
I get the sentiment of people like, oh, when you see people recording a concert or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
No, but they're like, oh, people in this generation don't live in the moment. You guys are always recording.
Right.
I feel like you don't have to pick between people who record all the time and live in the moment. I do both. Like we
Yeah,
do both. And now I'm so glad I have mad videos of me and my friends all the time because we record
Right.
everything. We take
Right.
so many pictures. Like
Right.
I'm gonna take mad pictures. Like you guys cannot
As
shame
you
me for
should.
that.
Facts.
We document everything.
Facts. I appreciate social media
love
on that
that
end.
shit. Yeah.
Because all my shit is archived and I got video. You know what I mean? Like sometimes. So what I do is every 3 months, I have something called a chat book. It's an app where basically it just picks pictures from your phone
and
you
makes it into a
60 right, and it'll make it into a nice book, and I'll put a date and I'll put a fun picture on the front, and I'll call it something like I'll title it. So
You
every
have that
3
at your
months,
house.
I do.
We
yeah.
made one. We made it into
Oh,
one.
shit.
Remember?
Oh yeah, in one of the chat books, like as a moment, like
Oh,
our first part, like I do that, like every
Yes,
3 months,
yeah.
I'll be like, okay, let me see my 3 months. I'll put it into a book, and then I get, and it's always a surprise. And I get them, I'm like, oh shit, and then I look like, wow, and then all of y'all will probably be in there, like dead ass. Like there's probably one of you in my
He
crib right now,
likes that.
just because it's just like that's it. So it's like it's just capturing. My aunt taught me that because she documented my whole childhood. So all those videos that you
Shout
see
to
me
y'all.
post,
And now you have all those videos.
And now
That's
I
a beautiful
have
thing.
all
It's
of
a
them.
Keep the
beautiful thing.
camera on.
Keep it,
folks.
yeah, man.
Yes.
Film your film, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
capture
You
those
can
moments.
live both in the moment
Sometimes.
and still document it.
That's a fact.
okay?
I don't wanna
And
see
one more
myself
thing
all
about
the
the Kanye documentary, I'm glad like we could still acknowledge, he's different now,
Right.
but I'm glad we watched this because let's not act like he's not a fucking legend. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
like
yeah,
let's
yeah,
not
absolutely.
like
And you know what's
people
funny,
need to be
Reg?
reminded, bro.
Yeah.
Like
It's funny that you said that. I don't think he was. I was gonna mention this like 5 minutes ago. I don't think he's changed. Actually, I think that was probably the most
Yeah, that's true.
refreshing thing for me to learn. I'm
It's
gonna be
like the
honest.
same person.
He is the same person with the temperament and the rages.
Yeah.
Like it's different to see him at 18, 19, 20.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, you're getting acclimated, you're getting your feet wet.
Right.
I'm over here thinking it was the stardom and all
That
the
fed the ego,
that
right?
fed
Right.
it.
But it was always there.
It was
But it was there.
always.
You know what he said
even
to
the
his
way he
mom?
argued with
Yes,
people.
I
When he
was
said it to
just-
his mom?
I was just about to
Yes.
talk about his mom. Like, I
Yes.
think now he's very vocal about his relationship with Donda, his
Yeah.
mom,
I get
Donda
it.
West, right?
I get it.
And
I get it now.
it seemed like it came from nowhere,
Yeah.
right? From a
Yeah.
marketing standpoint, it's like, wait, you just kind of celebrating your mom, maybe you're going through it.
Yeah.
And so I remember when he first came out and he announced that he was naming his album Donda.
Right.
And a part of the narrative was Kanye's having a manic, crazy episode. He's reminiscing on his mom. He's taking the stage and making it his childhood home. Like he's going
Right.
through it. He's off his meds. Get him on his
Right.
meds because he misses mom. Like that was a
that's the stuff I
headline.
used to see.
You know what I'm saying? That's what
Yeah.
people were trying to say.
Right. It's been
But
like this.
we weren't privy to the relationship between
Right.
Kanye and his mother.
No.
Kanye's mom was the first person that believed
Yep.
in him in the way that the entire world now believes in him. So to have that
see
person
that?
not be here to witness, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? Your
Hurts.
greatness, your journey, your accomplishments,
Damn.
it has to fuck with you.
Yes.
So I get it, like, and I'm glad that we get to see these moments where she, off the top of her head, was rapping this man's
That's
unreleased
blew my mind.
lyrics.
She
was
reminded
finishing
Kanye.
his
She's like,
sentence.
Kanye, you remember what you said, right? They started rapping.
She was like, that one was dope, Kanye. I like that one.
Exactly.
She
I like
was
that
a
one,
good-
Kanye.
Yo, she was a dope. Like I just.
And
I
so
get it. I get
we
it.
throw that term crazy around. I'm very
Yeah.
mindful when I talk about Kanye.
Yeah.
Even if you listen on this podcast, I
Sure.
never call Kanye crazy. I call him a
We
lot
stay
of
away
things,
from that.
but I don't believe in calling him crazy.
Yeah.
Because again, having access to seeing his relationship with his mother and then knowing that she's gone, like you're going through a public divorce, you're going through a breakup, you missing your family, your kids not living with you, you used to living with your family, right? You coming out of a pandemic
Life
where you're
factors.
probably around your family 24 hours a day.
Right.
Everything, it goes to shit for whatever reason. I'm not blaming him. I'm not blaming his wife. I have no idea what's going on in that household.
Right.
But to the core level of going through something and not having the person that you relied on for your entire life, which is his mom, to go
Somebody.
through that
Yeah.
and not have that person,
Yeah.
you got to empathize with that.
Yeah, I
And
get
you
it.
know what? The rest of the world needed to see that because, a lot of people would say that he's used the passing of his mother, I wouldn't say this, maybe as a crutch, right? People kind of use it
That
like,
was the narrative.
That was a narrative, right? So just for people to actually see what it was like and understand, yeah, man, shut up a little bit.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
Damn,
that.
who
bro.
would think that though?
You know,
They've been using it for years.
Come on, that's
though.
his mom.
His
Like,
mom.
come on,
People are
every
nasty
chill.
like that.
That
Yeah.
shit touched me,
yeah,
man.
it
Nah,
was
his
mother
dope.
Nothing
was
like
rapping
the
his
support
lyrics.
of your mother,
Not
bro.
facts.
Nothing like
nothing,
it,
bro.
And to think that
Nah.
this song, like,
Oh my God. They don't make it like this no more. We're going to get back to
that
this.
he was rapping these lyrics in the office and they wasn't trying to hear it.
They
And
was
we
tired.
can listen to it as a collective
It was tired.
and
Go sip this pie.
verbatim
But you want to know why I was tight?
rap every single lyric along with Kanye. They was ignoring him in the office, but listen, she's so self-conscious.
What she doing in
This
college?
is
You
my
feel me?
fuck- Yo, when this
We-
nigga came out, bro, it
Don't
changed
make
my
no
life, bro.
money.
No.
We
my
all
life.
know,
Changed
like,
my
so
life. But
I just want to shout out to Kuda and his team.
I'm
Thank you,
glad.
Kuda.
I was tight at home, SaVon, because I'm like, I'm jamming like y'all bugging this shit.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, y'all not
Me
dancing?
too. Me too. I was like, y'all tripping. I was like,
I'm
oh, y'all
like,
niggas is tripping.
tripping.
Because
Yeah.
and then when I seen him in his vibe, I was like,
Tripping.
oh, he's not like he
Tripping.
doesn't have a gun in his hand.
Yeah.
And the beats was
Yeah.
slapping
Yo,
in.
yo.
The beats still
The
slap.
beats were
Oh, I
going
do gotta knock him for one
crazy.
thing. You
Yeah.
cannot talk shit about Talib Kweli on your Drink Champs interview
Let's
when
go.
he was holding you down
Let's go.
in that way.
Let's
Well,
go.
we
Let's
knew
talk.
that was BS.
Nah,
Let's
he
talk.
can't do that.
Nah,
I
we
don't
know that was
want to,
BS though, Dev.
bro. I don't want to hear
I don't
nothing
know.
bad about Talib
Because
Kweli
the way
from Kanye
you needed
West.
to rely on to them at that point,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
poignant to see.
They supported the shit out
You
of
should
him.
have
was
never
poignant
had
to
the
see.
nerve
Yeah, no.
to even
No,
mention him
no.
in
I don't
a
agree.
bad
No.
light.
I don't agree
because
with
of
him.
how that man
Yeah.
held you down. Him,
absolutely.
Most Def, the Backpack
Black
crew.
Star,
You know what I'm
Black
saying?
Star,
Black
yeah.
Star in general
Yeah.
held you down in a moment where a lot of those people, the hoes, you know, the Dame Dashes.
For sure.
Those people in that moment, they wasn't really seeing your vision.
Yeah.
Wasn't
And
really
I say it
seeing
in a
vision
nice
at
way.
that.
Yeah, I
at
get
that
it.
Wasn't
time.
seeing your vision.
That's it.
And there was other people that were, and Talib Kweli was one of those people.
Yeah.
And whether you're a fan of his music, whether he accomplished some of the things that you've accomplished, I think that, you know, kind of like his mom says, look in the mirror. When you see the giant, what does the giant see? Always remember that.
Yo, that was so hard.
no,
the
she
giant
said
doesn't
that-
see anything. She said the giant doesn't
but
see
see anything.
anything when he looks in the mirror.
But you know what though?
I was
It's,
like,
it's a certain way
wow.
you got to speak to people
Too
that
big
have
for
minds
yourself.
like a Kanye.
What?
You got to kind of speak in riddles like that, where it's like, I'm not attacking you, but once you get down to the bottom
And
of this
she knew
message,
that.
she knew it. You
She
could
knew a
tell.
kid.
She knew it. You could tell that's a kid.
A freaking wonderful
Nah,
woman,
real
man.
love.
Wonderful mother. I love that.
I want
in
y'all to
peace.
get to the part 2 when y'all can't. Yo, y'all
will.
faves are
Oh,
in there.
tomorrow.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah?
Yeah,
My God.
they
It
do
gets
the
crazy.
crazy. I don't want to give anything
All
away,
right,
but it
please.
gets better.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
not
you.
finished with it yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
don't
wait
worry.
to watch it. I'll
Yeah, don't
definitely
worry.
tune
I
in.
know you're gonna be locked in.
I am locked in.
He's like, oh, don't you worry.
I watched it on the plane. I was
Oh, yeah,
crying.
fire. No, no,
I
no.
leave his
You
next.
was crying on the
I was like
plane?
this. I was like this. Look, I was on the plane. I said, leave his next to me. I said,
You start crying. He looked to the left like, you good?
leave his ass snoring on the side. Don't worry
Oh
about him.
my God.
And this
He's
is
a
why
paperweight.
Over sleepy
they
ass
don't
nigga,
think
aren't you?
you will be the one night stand man
Why? Because I cried at the
on
Kanye
a
doc.
plane.
I can't cry on a plane, nigga.
Yo, I cry on the plane all
You
the
can't
time.
cry on a plane.
I do too. You're
why
being
y'all
deep.
crying
Why
on the plane?
Because okay,
What
something
the
about
fuck?
something about a plane. It could be good or I could be sad. It could be it's just very intense. I cry on
Yes.
planes.
Really?
Me too.
I feel a lot of the times I feel very thankful that I'm able to take trips.
Right.
I feel.
I think it's-
is it a
I feel
thing?
you.
Yes.
It's a
I
thing.
You know what it is?
That's
because
not a thing.
Nah, yes it is.
Nah,
Yes
it-
it
crying on
is.
the
Get in touch with your
Yes.
emotions.
Because
guys.
you know what?
Yeah, that's my problem.
You ever be sitting on a
low-key
plane?
is.
You ever sit on a plane? You're usually going to do something, or you accomplish something, so you're rewarding yourself.
Yes,
So you're sitting
yes.
there and you're like this, and you chilling, and you whether you with your lady or your man, and you sitting there and you just like,
Nah.
it's just, and there's nothing you can do. You can't go
I'm so
nowhere.
glad you said that because I dead ass do.
Cool.
I'd be getting so emotional on the plane. I'm like, wow, I'm so thankful I could take this trip right
That's
now.
a fact.
Nah,
Yeah.
for real.
Cry on
look-
planes, bro.
Nah, that's a fact. When
I'm
you
not
start
crying on
touching
the
the
plane.
Man, the fuck
clouds
up.
up there, man.
Yeah.
When you could put your head on the window and you could touch a
You
cloud.
cry on planes too, Alex?
Nah, but you know, I reminisce.
That's what I'm saying.
I cry on
I
planes.
reminisce.
I don't,
cry on
I
the
don't-
plane.
I never cried
Especially
on
at the
a plane.
Yay doc. I
But
cry.
just,
like
just,
a motherfucker.
just,
Altitude. Yeah.
right before
Yeah,
we
let's
move on
burn
though,
up,
like we talked about this, I think a little bit in the last episode, and now now that we could see like Kanye and we could see Dev saying that he like documents everything. Do you guys ever wonder about our kids watching this podcast?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yep.
scared.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Screwed.
I mean, hey,
Isn't
guys.
that
Hey,
weird
kids.
to think about?
Your
Like,
dad's an idiot.
Hopefully, like podcast is not as fly.
I don't
my
know.
kids
No,
get
I'm
to
gonna
the-
delete this podcast.
Yo,
I'm
think
writing
of
it in
your,
my
think
will.
of your
Alex,
son or
like,
daughter
No,
watching
no, I ain't
this.
gonna lie, bro.
I won't let
God
you do
willing,
that.
I'm gonna knock
I'll
on this shit.
Don't
re-upload
do
this
it.
whole
Yo,
Yeah,
shit.
if
don't-
something happen
don't
though,
do-
bro, Alex, you gotta get rid of
Listen,
this pod.
I'm not.
No.
Listen,
They
to
just
that.
gonna kill me when I'm dead.
Listen, I think you know what I think. You know what I think this podcast will do for us as parents.
What's up?
It'll hold us accountable because we can't bullshit them. Because at the end of the day, we can't pretend
Nah,
that
that's the best part of
What do you
parenting,
mean?
bullshitting your kids.
you shouldn't. Though.
That's
What do you mean? What do you
I'm
mean?
saying that you
Fuck,
have
what
to
the
own up
fuck?
to
Don't say
who you
fuck.
are as a
No,
person because
Niggas
you
don't
can
know
literally
me.
see your
That's
thoughts,
true.
your ideas, how
Oh
you
my
joke,
God.
so that you can't really be like,
Yo.
you can't do this. They're
talking
gonna be
right
like, well, you yada yada.
Nah.
They can use this against me, and I like it because at the end of the day, it'll keep me honest. I think it'll keep me
Yeah.
very honest with my children, and I want to be very honest with my children. I'm like, look, this is how I think. You can think and believe, and I want you to grow into your own understanding of things. But this is how I think,
So
and
I'ma tell
I
you,
would love
I-
if you did it this way as well.
Because I don't feel like I've met people unless I've met their unfiltered version.
Okay.
See?
I'm
See?
one of those people.
But
That was
I
a
don't
bar.
want my,
You
I
just
don't want my
dropped
kids to
bars
know that
today.
though.
See?
So what I think we could do is
Good
y'all
one.
could collect the stems. If I happen my
The
untimely
stems.
demise,
The
y'all
stems.
can just upload everything
The
without my
stems.
vocals, and y'all
Without
could
my
keep y'all
vocals.
legacy alive.
Imagine.
But I just want my
Yeah.
kids to know
Nah.
I wasn't shit.
Nah, you gonna reign a pain master, right?
What do you mean? No.
What are you gonna say? Your
No,
dad
we
created,
cannot delete this podcast.
Your
It's a
dad
gold mine.
created
We
this
cannot.
with Alex, and look at this. What your dad
It's gonna be all
created.
Alex when I leave. When I go, this is
Hey,
Alex
it's the Need to Know podcast.
completely.
What
like,
you need to know, what you need to know. I'm with.
You feel me?
It's your boy-
That's hilarious.
SaVon's voice is just gone, and he's a ghost.
The only episodes that's still up is the ones where he's not here.
Yeah, all three of them.
All four of them, right? All four episodes.
Oh my gosh!
I
I hope
don't
my
think we-
future baby girl does not watch.
We don't
this.
have too much time.
You want a
But
girl?
I do think.
Huh?
You want a girl
I
first?
want both. Oh my god! I don't know.
You said girl, so
want
that's
both.
where your brain. It tells me that's where you went.
I want a boy first though. Like
Yeah.
you
Boy
know,
first. You
little
wanna-
baby
you wanna
boy.
have him
and
have a
he's like the
older-
oldest brother that takes care
Right,
of
that
all
takes
of
care of
it.
the young one.
I like that.
I
In a
can't wait to
perfect
have
world.
kids.
In a perfect world. But since we don't live in a perfect world,
Oh my goodness.
let's go ahead and do it.
What we doing?
Hey, I could just listen to it in public. That's it. because I never stopped listening.
For the YouTube
no,
people.
I did
Never
stop
stopped.
at one point. I did at
Did
one
you, for
point.
real?
I did.
Yeah?
What?
Yeah.
Damn, like
When
a
I
week?
heard the reports that
Yeah.
Redacted shot at Redacted and said dance, bitch. I was
That
like,
was your
oh, I
last
can't
straw.
listen to that nigga.
That was your
He's
last
a
straw.
menace.
Like,
I was
nah.
like, nah.
Like,
but
you can't be talking to black
things
women
came
like
out.
this.
Yeah, you can't be saying that. And then like I listened to your music.
Nah,
But
people are
then the
crazy,
facts
man.
come out. You use
Yup.
your contextual clues, and it's like, all right, maybe I could jam this tune.
Okay.
And sort of facts, right?
What's
Because
up?
it's halfway there.
It's halfway there.
It's halfway there,
And
yeah.
honestly, we don't have the facts of anything.
Okay, that's
And
the only point
I do wanna
that
run
I
some. Of
stand on. Is like,
Same.
yo,
I don't know
everything is like
shit.
you can assume, and probably assumptions are really like
Yeah.
high. But it's like, do
P, I
any of
wanna
us
read
have
something.
the facts?
we don't
though?
have the facts. And
Yeah,
I think,
people be throwing the
wanna read something.
academics tweet into the chat. Like, come on, guys. Like,
I want to read something.
and that's why I think when having this conversation, you start the conversations with we don't have the facts, but I think we also have to have a conversation about what's happening in the
report this
world.
before we go crazy, right?
Let's do it.
A senior reporter from Rolling Stone, her name is Nancy Dillon. She tweets, update, I have a transcript from court reporter. This is what Tory Lanez attorney said. Quote, we are in the process of actually retaining an expert with respect to DNA. It is our hope that we will be able to review and confirm the LAPD's analysis, which from our standpoint was favorable. She then continues to tweet, the precise nature of the LAPD analysis and its results were not disclosed or described. There is a discovery protective order on this case, so it's not public. Additionally, the pretrial is continued into April 5th, so it got pushed back this court date. So just some facts that we have right now on the table. She's a confirmed Rolling Stone. We could put it on the Rolling Stone journalist, if anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we at right now. Yeah.
So I know this is a slippery slope to talk on, right? A
Yeah,
lot of
very.
moving parts in this conversation. So
There's a lot going
we
on.
don't have to stay here too long because I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. But
Okay.
I think that it's telling in a few things of how things are playing out. And one of the major things for me is how vocal Tory has been. You know, I think he's been rather vocal. And then also I think the people who are, defending Meg, they should defend her. But I think now the narrative is somewhat shifting. And it leaves it up to us, the consumers, the people, to kind of piece things together. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
some people, they're going to believe what they want to believe. Other people are going to use whatever information they have to come to a conclusion. But all in all, until the facts come out, we can have another conversation then. I think the updates that we got today gives a fuller picture of what's happening. And I want to wait until everything is on the table to really speak to it.
Sure.
But me personally, I felt a little bit better about consuming his music as an artist.
Okay.
As an artist,
Okay.
due to what has transpired over the last few months, and specifically today.
And can you tell us what piece of information that you got that changed your mind?
Well, there was reports of DNA not being found on the alleged weapon, and
that is
you know,
not true.
I said reports.
Well,
I said
no,
reports.
even
no,
before
because
that-
they didn't say that
What?
it wasn't found. It said it was inconclusive.
Well, even before that, there was no
Thank you for
there were
correcting
no
me.
bullet fragments found in evidence.
And it's
Yeah.
a snowball of small things, and us being in this industry, we are a little bit more privy to
Deciphering
conversation. You know what I'm saying? So based on that, right, is where I make my conclusion on certain things. But again, it's still subject for anybody to believe what they want to believe, and the facts are not out.
Sure.
So yeah, thank you, Reggie, for correcting me on that.
But that doesn't mean that like one side is right. I'm just saying like
Yeah,
the
no.
piece of information that was reported, like it said inconclusive. But then people were taking one tweet from academics where he said that his DNA was not found. Like that is not what
Same.
was said. Like, and then he immediately deleted that and then corrected himself. But people are just still hanging on to that first tweet, I feel like. Which is like, I don't know, he could be right, he could be wrong, but I'm saying like we don't know yet. So once we say, let's say Tory is innocent, let's say that, then let's fucking talk our shit and all that.
I feel like we
first.
should. Well, we don't have to stay here, but I feel like we should highlight this a little bit because it's been a long time since all this has transpired, right? This is
Oh
like
you
this
said
is-
you were gonna
right?
explain. Yeah,
this
yeah.
is like a year and a half ago, right? And I just want kind of people just to understand the climate, the environment at that time, just to maybe better understand things, and we can move on. But around this time when this had transpired, there was a lot of Black Lives Matter. There was a
Mhm.
lot of protect Black women.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Last
So,
summer, yeah.
And it's
remember-
always that too. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, always, but it felt extra. You know when people get very
Yeah.
performative online, right? In the
for sure, for
memes?
sure.
It felt very performative around that time.
Facts.
People should always feel that way, you know?
Especially from
So-
the corporations and shit.
Absolutely right. So I just feel like things felt a little heightened. You know what I'm saying? But on a human level, I feel like if something is announced and we hear new information, I don't think it should be a gender war against men or women. It should be a this is the facts are not the facts, or the facts are the facts. You know, I would hate for us to get into this weird gender war, Black women versus Black men. It's just we shouldn't do that.
Absolutely.
Facts are facts is where I think we should stay on. And again, just to highlight that time, the climate, it was a lot of that at that time.
Yeah.
So you can maybe even see why people pursued this the way they did so heavily at that time. You know, just trying to support what a Black woman was saying. So
Okay.
just something to add for around that, because it's a lot of time has passed.
Well, I'm glad you say that
Yeah,
too, because
yeah.
for me, this conversation is strictly about the art, right?
Right,
So
sure,
for our
sure.
listeners who have listened to this podcast
Yeah.
and are somewhat familiar with me, I'm always referring to like the art. There's some people who are just is so egregious you can't separate the 2. And if this is true, he would fall into that category. But since the facts haven't played out, that is the reason why I'm still able to say, yo, the art is the art. I'm not championing anybody's actions.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And so when I do say, yo, I'm playing the music and you know, it's a social thing too, because with social media and with those initiatives of, you know, Black Lives Matter and, you know, cancel culture, canceling certain people, not watching certain movies because actors or directors did certain things, not listening to certain songs because artists did certain things, right? In that culture, at a certain point, it wasn't socially accepted to listen, you know, regardless of if you were a fan or not. There's a lot of people who aren't invested in these people beyond the music. And I think it's nuanced to us, and especially within the Black community, sometimes we don't leave room for those nuances of art and because it is so important to us, and we should take it that serious. But I think in this instance, it's strictly the art for me. And I'm still waiting for everybody, for the facts to come out. Like Alex said, the facts be the facts. It's not a gender war.
Yeah,
Honestly, I had the pleasure of meeting both of them.
Right.
And I thought it was dope. You know, Meg, she was amazing when I met her. And Tory, he was cool too. Like, they were both great when I met them. So I don't have a horse in the race. It's strictly a music thing for me. Like, you know, if the roles were reversed and I was a huge fan of Meg's music, I would feel the same way. Like, if she was accused of something, I would be like, damn, I want to. Is it okay for me to listen to that music?
Absolutely.
And that's where I'm coming from with this conversation. I know a lot of people are sensitive to it. So let me just explain before I go on one of my SaVon tirades. And my co-host
I don't know.
like, I'm out of here.
I kind of do want to talk about it though,
Yeah, I
because
mean,
you
yeah,
guys
we
definitely
can,
will
yeah.
like have like a rebuttal for this.
Sure.
But the reason why it kind of did turn into like a gender war type of thing is there's things that men did wrong, women did wrong, both sides. So like when no information was out, zero tabloids from both ends. It was like a lot of people on both sides. Like, for example, if like I'm talking about like men, they knew nothing about the story and they were automatically like, no, Megan's lying. That's why she had to like say something.
Absolutely.
And so for women too, she's probably women who are on, you know, that narrative were automatically before anything was out was like, Tory's fucking lying. He's fucking 4'11. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it turned into this whole gender versus gender thing, I feel like. So,
I wish we would break out of that though, because you're 100% right. But at least going forward, let's not make this about gender. Let's just make this about the facts are the facts.
Yeah.
Whoever's again, we have no horse in this race. You feel what I'm saying? We don't have to pressure on it because again, we don't advance as people like that. You know, that's all.
Yeah,
I agree.
Only 2 people know what really happened there.
2 or 3
Or 4.
or 4.
Only 4 people
About
really
4
know what
of them in
happened.
that motherfucking
2, 3
car.
or 4.
And honestly,
I don't know,
it's another
motherfucking thing.
conversation. Just to piggyback off of that one, I was thinking about, because if we remember, and it feels like such a long time ago, Meg Thee Stallion and DaBaby, they were in charge. They were leading the charge of this new wave of artists and superstars. And I know TDE, I know Punch, he just asked not too long ago on social media, which sparked the conversation of what does hip hop or rap superstars look like? And there was a few names thrown out. And within that conversation, I just thought about, hey, cool. So yes, we do have some superstars, and I'm not here to really debate superstars. If y'all want, we can.
Okay.
But the reason why I wanted to mention this was because I feel like the Megs and the baby in particular,
Uh-huh.
they're a prime case study because sure we have superstar appeal,
Mhm.
but we don't have that development anymore of
Mm.
these people in these positions,
Mhm.
right? So we see the baby in the news every other month for something
Something.
wild, right? Just it's just out there.
For
It's
punching the brother.
punching the brother.
He's suing now too.
He is diminished. Like the nigga is just on a tear.
It's a lot.
Like he just be going crazy, right?
It's a lot.
But he was one of those mainstream, quote unquote rap superstars, in my opinion, at a certain point. And then even Meg. And I think, putting themselves in these situations, what I am taking from it actively is that they aren't, or some people, or the industry, or people, whatever, the labels, I don't know who to point the finger at, but they're not teaching artists how to be famous and how to move the right way. Because, this whole Tory and Meg situation, it stemmed from them being at, entertainment royalty, Kylie Jenner's house, right?
Yeah,
It started at Kylie Jenner's house.
Well.
They was on live, and we all kind of seen it play out in real time because they was on live that night.
That's the funny part.
Tory was on live with them, and it's like, all right, cool. If everybody knew their position and knew how to kind of move, do we get to this point as far as just the controversies that they seem to have go through? So that's what I took away from it. I just wish there was a little bit more development because we see somebody like a Rihanna, and she just knows how to move, right? Through
She sure
ups and
does.
downs. And, we see the Beyoncés of the world, and we see a lot of these artists, and they know how to move.
I don't know, man. It's just the times have changed so much because you would expect for labels to really want to protect their investment. It's just funny to me, this game, because it's really not like that, though.
But
I'm sorry, I'm thinking out loud, but the reason what I'm getting at is Vince had called Joe this week. I was present in the room.
Vince Staples.
Vince Staples, yeah, he's a rapper at West Coast. What up, Vince? And he was speaking to the fact that, like, entertainers and rappers, singers, whatever you are, the potential superstars are paid off of attention. And I'm like, boom,
It's changed.
boom. How are we ever gonna be able to really like gauge what the fuck a superstar is if like moments aren't moments anymore? If we're just again become so conditioned to everything and how it's been, how do we? This is on the superstar conversation, right? A superstar to me, you got to be able to translate to my mom and my
grandmother.
Yeah. Which I think Meg and the baby were really on that trajectory.
I think they were on that.
I disagree.
I think it wasn't.
disagree.
I don't think they were far off.
They were on
Okay,
that
maybe not.
Because I
far
think
off.
about my grandmother. My
Sure.
grandmother knows who Cardi B is.
And that's
You
my
understand what I'm
point.
saying?
That was the gauge for me.
That's my gauge. That's my.
That
Oh,
was
that is
gauge.
my.
My mother knows her.
That's my barometer. That's how I judge.
Like my mom, me and my mom was talking the other day. She know Rihanna, she don't know ASAP.
Right. Which is odd, right?
See,
So
told
it
you.
tells you.
Tinashe.
So it's like,
Hey, hey.
she got a new record out. It's all right.
Points
Relax.
made.
It's
It's
all
hard.
right.
You think so?
Points
No,
made.
It's
the,
okay.
the music video where it's
Yeah.
like kind of a
Black
white
and
room.
white. Right.
Black and white.
You like that?
It's all right.
That,
didn't
I
see
like
it.
that.
I
That
ain't
song
mad
was
at it.
hard. It was
Yo,
hard.
people were tweeting that.
Yeah.
No offense to Tinashe, but people were tweeting that like, she's so slept on. And I was like, yo, this is not good.
Y'all
like,
liked it.
you like
I
it?
didn't think it was the
Wow.
fucking
Y'all
next.
the Tinashe
I didn't think it was going to
haters?
change the world, but
I
I'm just
don't
saying I
know.
liked it. I was like, I like the
wasn't-
record. I was like, oh, this
I
is a
like
nice spot.
Tinashe.
You know, I never say I hate saying that about a song or artist
get
like
it.
out loud.
No,
But
yeah.
I get it.
I don't know. I was just like, bro, this is like I don't.
Some mid.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Let me stop because I
liked
hate
it.
doing this.
Reggie said it was mid.
Shout out to Tinashe. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
all
like the
love.
record.
It's
Right?
all
That's
love.
what I was
It's
right.
good.
It was
liked
like
it, right?
dun 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 dun.
Yeah,
Like the
look-
beat was like.
Yeah. Play it again.
I feel bad now.
Give it another stream.
I like the record.
Give it another stream.
Yeah,
Come on,
give it
Reg.
I like that record.
Nah, yeah. But
Well,
times
you're
are
talking about-
changing though in
yeah.
terms of the superstar thing, man.
I think
It's
Doja
different.
Cat's a superstar.
Yeah,
She
it's
is.
Really, how do we?
I think she's on her way, but I don't know.
Meg?
I don't think I
Who?
think she has. I think
Oh,
Doja.
are we talking about Meg or Doja
No, I think
Cat?
Doja is on her way because if you
Doja's
go
on her
back
I
to
think she
Dev's
is.
barometer,
My grandmother doesn't know who
That's-
Doja Cat
That's
is.
my barometer. That's my.
that's
my
the
gauge.
barometer.
It's all based
So with
on
that
Dev's
barometer,
grandma.
She know who Nicki Minaj is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom knows who
Okay,
Nicki
yes,
is.
You understand what I'm saying?
She's a
My mom,
good
yeah.
judge.
That's
And I
my.
think she
Yeah.
would have known who Meg was
My parents don't
had
know
this
shit.
not happen.
Had-
You know what I'm
had
saying?
some more
Like,
time,
she,
yeah.
she
Yeah.
just had got like what was it? I think it was a Nike deal. She got a Nike
Yeah.
deal.
She had a
for, like,
Popeyes deal.
Athleisure. She had a Popeyes deal. Like
That shit,
they were
hottie sauce
about to
slap.
line her
Popeyes was a
up.
little
Yeah.
different. Yeah,
It's about to
it's
line
just,
her
you know,
up.
I don't feel like she has an identifiable record.
I mean,
to that crowd.
she didn't get a chance.
Maybe.
She didn't get a
no,
chance.
absolutely. Yeah,
Because of
I'm
this
just
whole
thinking, like,
controversy.
with the, when you're a superstar, like my mom could sing one of Cardi B records. maybe.
Right.
I don't know if she has.
I don't know if she got an
Like
identifier,
SaVon was,
yeah.
they were strategically placing her on the advertising tip that way.
Yeah, they was. Yeah,
I
she
ain't
was
gonna
getting.
front.
She was getting a
You go
lot.
to Popeyes, you gonna ask who that big booty girl is on the menu.
She was. They
Yeah.
were invested in her. Like the industry was very. It's very invested.
And they still
in the
are.
bag. Yeah,
And
for sure. They're
Again,
very invested.
I am looking forward to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
I know we don't have too much time left, but just speaking on that same conversation as superstars in rap, and artists, and actually, Alex, you made a really good point of labels not protecting their investment, because I think
Yeah.
there's one instance that's happening in music right now
Okay.
where the labels are doing everything in their power to protect NBA YoungBoy, right?
Oh boy.
NBA YoungBoy, he just came out and he just dissed mad niggas.
Yeah,
Like-
if you rap, he dissed you.
He just came out and
If you
just
chilling, he dissed you.
Yo.
mad people for no reason.
It was at like 5 million views in like 6 hours.
That's
Some shit like
iconic
that.
stuff,
Yeah.
right?
insane.
Yeah,
Insanity what he does. And so I think when you have somebody like NBA YoungBoy and then you have everybody else, it's tough to gauge what a rap superstar is today,
Ah,
because is it a
right.
numbers game?
Or
Is it
is
your
it-
grandma?
You're right.
You know,
No,
is
you're
what
right.
you know, like
You're right.
today it's a little bit different
It is.
to really determine what, because I
Is
don't
it the
think
most advertised person?
that's what I'm saying. I
Right.
don't
get
know
what you're
exactly
saying.
what
Mm.
a
I see what you're getting
superstar
at.
could be. So maybe
Yeah.
we're at the last end of that era
I
of a
think so.
superstar. Like, was it Cardi B? Was she the last rap hip hop
Yeah.
superstar?
I mean, there'll always
Travis
be.
Scott.
I feel like there'll always be another superstar. It's not like they're gonna.
But how do we determine what's a superstar today?
Music-
If NBA YoungBoy is the
If
biggest artist
Dev's
in the
grandma
world,
knows.
Then she's
her.
a superstar. Also, I think when you start getting, you know what? If you start getting national ad campaigns, like for instance, I've seen Little Baby in a Mountain Dew commercial.
Right.
When I start to see you in
Right.
national ads, like national ads, I think
Things
you've
have changed.
crossed
but
over.
he can't sell out a tour.
I hear you, and that's where I get
That's where
confused
you
about.
are.
That's where I'm
So,
getting confused.
It's-
Like,
I hear you,
Oh,
but
that's
he
what you're saying
can't
about
even-
this generation.
Yeah,
The way.
what the
yeah.
fuck is a superstar today?
can't
Is
sell
the
out a
real
tour?
conversation. No, he couldn't sell out a tour with him and Lil Durk. They struggled
Oh,
selling
oh.
tickets. Yeah.
What was the venue? What was the venue? Caps.
It was at Madison
Oh, they
Square.
were trying to do
They
stadiums?
was trying- yeah, they
No,
trying-
it
no,
wasn't
no, no.
stadiums. They weren't doing stadium tours.
Arenas?
They did
Oh.
Barclays? Yeah? They did
They
Barclays?
may have
yeah?
did they did
Okay.
Barclays in
Yeah.
New York.
Okay.
But
okay.
Barclays and Madison Square Garden
Yeah.
are very different.
Very different, and it wasn't an arena tour. You make it.
Yeah,
And I like
sorry,
Barclays.
What you're
Arena
making
tours
it,
is very
what you're making it
different.
seem like is that like they was trying
No.
to do arena
No.
tours, which
That is
only
Bad
about
Bunny.
8
Yeah,
artists
either
in the
one.
United States can
Yeah.
do. Only
Yeah.
about 8 of them can do
Romeo?
Yeah.
it. Kendrick Lamar
Right.
just got there.
Yeah.
Maybe 2-3
Yeah.
years ago. He just after
Yeah.
Damn. Now he was an
Yeah,
arena
yeah,
tour
crossed over.
artist.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it is
Takes a
hard.
while.
Yeah,
Wait,
Russ
can
talked
J.
about
Cole
it.
do that?
Yes.
Cole
Because
did it.
I was thinking
Cole did
about the
it.
Cole
Yeah.
concert I went to. I was like, that shit felt like
That's-
an arena.
Cole
that's
can do
MSG.
arenas.
And it was sold
You
out.
can
And
do
he
arenas.
did like
Yeah.
a rap record, not like a hit,
Yeah.
a radio hit.
No.
He did
And you know, I guess they
bars that
gauge-
everybody knew the bar.
And I guess they gauge arenas by the amount of people it can fill, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if they're like, all right, if this venue could fit
15,000. Once you start getting to 15,000,
yeah, they're like, all right,
Arena.
you could sell a certain amount. It's
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
very
arena.
different
Over.
times we live in.
So this
Yeah.
is how the threshold works with
Right.
touring, right?
Right.
This is
Hey.
where you are as an artist.
Yeah.
Teach us.
You get the 300 cap.
Right.
Okay.
300 cap.
All right. You got a fan base. 300 cap venues. You're doing 300. There's a bunch of
Do you
300.
think we could do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
we can do
here.
300. We can do 300.
Here?
Yeah, we can do
And,
Like,
and,
they need
and,
to know.
and nah, in New York,
In New
we can go
York?
crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Yes.
go crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
I'm
What are
excited.
you,
My first
crazy?
arena tour. Yo, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm really excited to meet people. I met like one
same.
person, and I'm like,
I think it'll fuck you up when we're sitting in the green room and then I to go upstairs, take a video, and show you like this is all for us. I think
Yeah,
that'll fuck
Yeah,
you up.
No, it's definitely gonna fuck you up.
stop. I'll
Three-
fucking pass out.
300 cap, right?
300 cap,
So
right.
there's a bunch of 300 cap venues all over the country, from Irving Plazas, like 450 SOBs, like that. That's the level, right? That's first level. Then you have the next tier. Next tier, we get to like 1,200 to like 8 to 1,200.
So that should jump from 3 to 12.
3 to 12. That's
Quick,
the next jump.
quick.
Yeah, that's when you start to get to like
Yeah.
the small
Webster
scale.
Hall?
Webster Hall.
Okay.
That's when you start to get to like Webster Hall. Start to get to those
Tri-state area
Tri-state.
shit.
Irving
Yeah.
Plaza is a 1,200 cap. I
Yeah.
think it's like 1,200 cap. The next jump is 6K.
Holy
That's
shit.
when you start to get to like Terminal 5s, and those kind of venues. Next up, 5K, 6K. Once you hit that 5, 6K, that's the last tier. After you, if you can get past that,
5, 6K.
that
That's
6K,
arena.
you are starting to get to like fucking elite shit.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, because SZA was doing Terminal 5, about
Yeah,
5,000
I
people
remember those.
when it was the big control.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to gauge it like that. So
Damn.
that's how I do it.
Yeah,
G-Eazy, when they started to all pop off, 6K. J. Cole, when his transition started, 6K. He was
Yeah.
doing 6K venues. So that's how it is. It's 300, then you got 1,200, then you go to 6, and then you're just fucking somebody.
So maybe
Chill, this
superstar.
nigga knows everything. I love
Nah,
that.
he's really him.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
bro.
why they
I know
voted
you
for
feel
him.
you. I
They
see
re-
why you get all your votes too, bro.
No, because
I
we,
got
skip,
stiff
we, skipped
competition.
the, we skipped the
We got-
best question. The Purge partner one. If the Purge alarm rang,
Patreon.
and you,
Yeah, that's for
I'm sorry,
Patreon.
but like,
I was shocked.
spoiler alert, he won because of that. 'cause
Nah,
of this shit.
whoa! Wait a goddamn
did win
minute.
that
Let's
one.
count
He
it.
didn't just win
Let's
so
count it
goddamn
then.
easily.
Because of
there
this,
was a
because
lot
he
of
knows-
people
he knows
who had me in
information.
there.
Yeah, people
me
did
too.
have you though.
The
They
fuck
had
is
me in
going
there
on?
too.
They
Oh,
said
no,
SaVon has a ruthless
the
character to
fuck
him.
is
That's
I
how
only
I
got
feel.
3 votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yo, nah, we ain't doing this.
I ain't gonna lie,
Reggie.
Reggie lost that one.
Yeah,
Oh, because
you
I
got
wanted to.
smoked.
Like, I
Yeah.
want to see how smart our listeners are. Don't fucking pick me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna help you.
Niggas said
New York, I know where to
Reggie
get
would try
to.
to feed everyone or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
like,
That shit was
I'm not a
dumb
good
funny.
purge partner. Like, I wanted to see if the listeners could like determine that. And
Right.
you guys
I'd
did.
take
I
over.
Nah,
lost.
that
I'd figure it
They
out.
was
It's
like, she
stiff
would be so
competition.
nice during the purge. All right, but you gonna stay alive tomorrow?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Do I want to stay alive though? That's the real question. Like, am
Damn.
I fucking fighting to stay alive? Like,
Yes.
no.
You don't,
I don't
just
care.
die.
Do not.
I've lived a
pick
great
Reg.
life. I've lived an amazing life.
But
Reggie's
it
just
ain't
gonna
time
lay
to
down and
die.
say, just take whatever you need
Nah,
from me.
Nah.
I'm not gonna fucking.
You
You
gonna
guys
be
are gonna
tight
go.
if your boyfriend get one of them zombies.
Get one of them
Oh,
zombies.
I'm coming back to hunt. No, but like, you guys are gonna like fight to survive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Can I
That
tell
seems
you
like
why?
a lot of work.
Yeah,
Can I tell you why?
Patreon.
I'm
But
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm so sorry.
It's a part of
Patreon.
your nature. It's human nature.
Yeah.
You want to survive.
Yeah.
In a moment of
I?
drowning, you will gasp for air.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
how I learned how to
Okay,
swim.
but if like a zombie's coming out, I'm not gonna
Fuck.
fight him. Like,
If
I'm
a
gonna,
zombie, you're not gonna fight him?
no,
Patreon, y'all.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
get scared.
Reggie gonna go, oh, come here. Yo, you'll be
Oh,
okay.
the zombie bit you.
Just
I
rip
don't
her
know.
apart.
I'm not a fighter. Like,
All right.
Oh
Yeah, I know
my
you're gonna let
God.
the zombie just eat you up, right? I know.
He gonna
why
bite
not?
your ankles.
Hey, why not?
You gonna let that fucking zombie bite your
Anyway,
ankle. Okay.
yes, this is
Nibble
too
on your
good.
big
We're gonna do
toe.
the
It is, we're
Patreon.
gonna do
Nibble on your big
I have.
toe.
Oh, are we done? Because I have like some
Nah,
one random thing.
I
to
think
say.
we can wrap up soon. But what's
So
up?
when you were talking about the live show, I forgot what you said. You were like, you don't want to be the fat performer.
Never that.
But me,
I thought you said
I'm
bitch.
the
I thought you were gonna say
opposite.
bitch.
Like, I want to meet people in person because I feel like I look weird on camera. Do you guys think that?
Yo,
Yeah, you told me I look ugly on camera.
No, I didn't.
Nah, you dead ass was like, yo.
No, what I said
you
was
said Finn. I don't know what the fuck
Now,
you
You're
she
one of
is
the people
better
that
in
like
person.
Better in person. That's a compliment.
Thank
Nah,
you.
That
And
is a compliment.
Like
Nah,
on
it's a
Instagram,
compliment.
if you
I
just
appreciate
want to,
it.
SaVon
It
has
is.
a great Instagram,
Yeah.
but he looks better in person. That was a
because the way they
compliment.
Nah, I
mimicking
appreciate
people
it.
on social media,
Yeah.
it's good to really look better.
That's a
That-
fact.
that's
in
why-
the physicality.
And I think
That's why the
sometimes
one
when I
man-
watch our videos back,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, why do I look like this? Do you guys
Me too.
not feel that?
Nah, I feel the same
no,
way.
Of course.
But when
You
I
got a
watch,
nice profile.
he
Yeah,
does.
Devvon,
You got a nice
now you
profile.
look good on any
You look
angle.
good on
Yeah,
camera.
yeah,
And I don't
yeah.
like the way I look.
You got a good
Really?
profile.
Like when I watch back, I'm like, yeah.
No, I feel the
That's why I
opposite.
shaved.
No, when I look at you guys on camera, you guys all look great on camera. So I'm like, so is this actually what I look
Nah,
like?
I be thinking
Like-
the opposite. I be thinking you be looking real good, and I be like, nah.
I feel the same
they
about
gotta
you,
see me in
like-
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been.
yeah.
Well, I've been watching myself for years, and as narcissistic
Exactly.
as that sounds. So I'm used to being like, all right, cool. Like I'm the type of person that if we take a picture, I don't want to be like, yo, let me see. I'm not that guy. Like I take the picture, like yo, my girl hates that. Like we'll take a picture. And then I'll be like, she'll be like, you want to see? I'm like, nah, we good?
Oh, I'm the opposite.
I don't
You
give- I
have to
don't-
show it to me, and if it's not cute, I'll make you delete
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you want to do it again? I ain't even look at it.
Yeah,
And then
nah.
we'll take it. And then I'll be, sometimes she'll be like, look, I'll be like,
That's
oh,
how you know
so-
you look
oh.
good, bro. Because it could be a bad photo, and you wouldn't even care if it was posted.
I wouldn't
Oh,
give a
I
fuck.
care. Please delete
Nah,
that
unless
shit.
you catch me
Please
looking.
delete that shit.
That's why-
Boom, traga. Yeah,
I'm not gonna
like-
hold you. It took so long for us to get this picture approved.
Oh yeah, we all hated
Because
each-
we was like, wait, hold
We
on.
did?
Nah, this was the only picture we all was like,
Out
you
of,
know
like,
what?
300?
Oh no,
This
it
is
took
the
us a lot of
one.
pics. It took a lot. It
Yeah.
We're
did take a
talking
lot.
about the picture you're looking at
I like
on
the
Apple Music, Spotify.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
our
that
cover
picture,
picture,
that
though.
artwork. Yeah, it
No,
came
but
out
yeah,
fine.
I don't know. So I'm excited to meet people in person because sometimes
Yeah.
on camera I be having like the triple chin. And in person, I feel like that goes away. So I cannot wait to meet you guys.
I never see
But
it.
people see
never see it.
what you see in the mirror. It's just
See, and how you say,
You see
oh,
it.
you don't like how you look on camera. I'm
I
like,
don't
yo,
like
Dev looks mad good on
Yeah.
camera.
I don't fucking look. I look fucking
flawless.
off. I be looking at myself. I be like, I'm looking older, or my
No.
beard. That's why I shave. Why you think? Yo, real talk.
No,
have y'all
I don't
realized
see
since
that.
I've started with y'all, I've went through 4 different looks.
Yeah.
Yo, watching
And I
Dev in
like
the
it.
beginning with the full ass beard, it's like
He look like Moses.
You don't remember
forgot.
that person.
He
See?
look like Moses out the Bible.
See?
I'm about to start praying.
I'm about to start paying.
Yeah.
Oh my
I changed 4
God.
different times. Then I was regular with this,
Yeah.
and then I was like, nah, that's not working. And then I shaved it off. I'm like, this is it.
Nah,
I'm
you got a
clean.
really nice side
Yeah.
profile.
yeah,
Thank
he
you, bro.
I ain't gonna
does.
lie.
I could
Come
never.
on, network with your man.
you know
SaVon.
how-
Because I ain't gonna hold you.
You network with your man.
You know
If
how
I had
niggas
to
say,
sit in that
"Thank
seat,
you."
Now I look
I
bad.
would've
if I had to sit
I
in
would
that
look
seat,
bad.
I would've
I'm
looked
like, yo,
bad.
Pierre, leave.
This is a tough one.
Turn the cameras off. I'm not sitting there. Like,
Say right.
you should have dead ass fought me when I asked you to sit over there. Like, no, I'm
Maybe.
not
No,
sitting
but he
there.
knew he had a
But
nice
you look
program.
great. But you look like
Nah,
this.
yeah,
Yeah,
you be-
bro.
you
I'm
be
comfortable
looking
with
at
that
that.
shit. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna
I like
lie.
this spot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I like this spot.
Because we ain't going over there.
Yeah.
I'm in Long Island. All right, bet. I'm in Long Island. In Long Island.
We ain't going over there.
Fact.
over there.
That's a whole fact. Is there anything else
Wait,
you
Reg,
want
you
to
had
cover?
some- No, I'm good.
So
You
guys,
had something
before we
else,
go
Reg?
over to Patreon?
Oh no, I was just saying that I'm excited because sometimes I be looking chubby on camera, and then I can't wait to show in real life you guys that I don't look like that.
Oh,
Got-
my house.
That's all I've been wanting to say that for
my
mad
house,
long.
my house, my
Like I'm sorry because I've been watching myself. I'm like I don't look like this in person. I look chubby.
Now we all look good. Honestly, if we walk in the club, we bagging everything as a
Speed
collective.
date.
Everything.
As a collective,
Speed
like
date.
I mean,
I
it's
know
really
we're such
tough.
We did.
a like.
It's tough.
Imagine meeting
'Cause
us
there's
in
mad
person.
flavors.
We a group of
Yeah,
we a
No,
group.
imagine us going to a club together. Like we're
Yeah, we
we're
would kill.
in.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I love us.
Yeah,
Oh my
Like,
God.
Yeah, like
We
SaVon
got-
like pistachio.
Hold on.
You like raspberry. You like a little clementine. I'm like
What?
probably a little Snapple apple.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mad
We
flavors.
we baddies. Ooh.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
exactly.
so.
flavors.
If I was at a club and I saw us walking, I'd be like, "Oh wow, they're cool."
They're
I
cool.
personally would.
That's hard. Nah,
I-
I ain't gonna lie. That shit made me feel mad
Mad
good.
good.
I hate how good
Just
that made me feel.
imagine, yeah.
No, but-
Levens did mention something. He did say Dirk and Baby give them their credit because they grossed 15 million across 23 dates in the middle of a vaccine mass mandate kind of
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
So I'll give them the
Shit.
credit on
Okay.
that as
I
well.
mean, they should,
Okay.
but I ain't giving them niggas no credit.
All
They
right.
should.
Shout out
But
to
I
them, though.
appreciate the facts. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
the facts.
Thank you for
But
that,
I ain't
brother.
giving nobody no credit.
Hey, you niggas stop saying I give Snapple facts on this podcast. That shit is
Why are
weird.
you angry at that? Because I just
Because
got a
somebody
Snapple
said
the
that.
other
Snapple
day.
facts,
do,
man.
though.
Nah, you
Somebody
do.
say I always got a Snapple fact.
Nah,
I was
you
like,
He does though.
That's
But
wild.
why are you angry? Because I be tight when the Snapple don't got one. So
yo, that's true.
I be
I've had
upset. You should be
Snapple all the time.
excited about that.
But
Yeah,
before we
fuck
wrap,
that, man.
Yeah,
and
I
I
would
just
be excited if they
Nah,
said
thank
that
you.
about me.
I'm kidding.
I
I'm kidding.
speak in riddles too.
Speed date.
Look at the shot be mad at.
That'd be a good need to know event.
What?
A speed date event.
Alright, so
Would it
that's what I'm saying. I think we should do that.
That'd
I
be
think we
good.
should do that for like a live show.
Network.
That should be
And
like
we
a
host it.
segment.
We just
That's
host it.
not- that's
no,
not easy
no,
for
not
people,
us
though.
host. All of us have contestants
Fuck no.
and people,
Nah,
and
I'm
we
playing.
do
And me
quick
on a speed date?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I don't want y'all to see me in that way.
Well,
I do.
why?
I want
Because
How
I'll fuck
horny
you up
are
to
you?
see
Yo,
me that.
speed dating is not easy. You
Horny.
you can't be like awkward. Like you have to pitch yourself.
But
like,
that's what we do.
I mean, I know I'll kill
Like,
it.
what are we talking
I
about?
said it's not easy for
I've
mad
seen
people.
all of us with drinks in our system.
Oh man.
I've
That's
seen
true.
it all.
That's
I
true.
know that
Never
like,
mind, never
it's
mind,
gonna
never
be
mind,
a
never
real
mind.
competition.
That's true. It's
No,
gonna be
it
fun.
really
It would be hilarious.
Yeah,
Can
that-
I
I
ask
am
you this
not
before we get about
Sitting
it?
across from no
what's up?
woman.
Why y'all think that
Mm-mm.
they voted me like the one night stand man the way they did?
Because you slinging dick. That's what they think.
No.
They think you
Paymaster
slinging
Let's
Junior.
analyze it.
Dick.
Let's analyze
Nah,
this. Why?
Why y'all
Paymaster
did that?
Junior
That
is
they
a
did say
good
that one.
You know,
That's
my
it.
dad really don't listen to the pod, but he sent me a screenshot of that post and those results and was so proud.
See?
Valid.
See?
He's
Why
out
are
here.
you proud of that?
He's a,
you
he's a
was proud.
superstar.
He's a yes. Your dad is a superstar.
He's a household name.
Yeah, he
Shit,
is.
it's facts.
He's a superstar.
Someone's grandmother knows him. I'm sure.
It's
Somebody's grandmother.
I'm not
Are
doing
you-
this with y'all.
are you
No, it was
offended?
Painmaster.
Yeah.
I'm slightly.
Are you offended?
I'm
Like
slight-
actually though, are you?
Nah, that's a compliment. I ain't
Fuck
gonna lie.
yeah, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's why.
Okay.
Why you think I see?
Oh yeah, he was offended.
That's why my house like what?
They think
I
I'm-
ain't slinging dick.
I'm not gonna lie though, it is pretty impressive because think about it, right? You gotta strategically talk to a person and get in their pants.
Oh, see,
That's
we
not
not-
hard
All right, well
sometimes.
that's
we
not
not
the idea of
doing
speed
What
that.
happened?
dating.
What happened?
That's
That's
what
not
we
what
doing.
speed dating
No, we're
is.
talking about one night stand.
No, one night
Oh.
stand shit. Devvon.
But what if it's just a connection?
Come on.
What if you just have a connection in
Just
the
a
moment
few- but
that
you
you
got
want
the
to
most
last?
connections.
You want the moment to
You was
last
good
forever.
on Tinder,
You
huh?
connected
know what
with
I'm saying?
everybody.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Wait,
Sometimes
I hate
goodness.
that
how
saying,
it
by
See?
the
is.
way.
I
You
hate it.
deserve the title. Look, cause look at you. Look
But
what you just
that's
said.
just what
You
it,
missed
If
the
a girl
one night
tell me she here
stands.
for a good time, not a long time,
You with it?
We're
The
done.
fuck? Oh wow, you're a good
If a
person.
girl tell you that, it's
I'm a
over.
terrible person.
we're
I'm
done.
like, well, what do you know? That's big cap. Yeah, you know, fuck that. That's cat.
Oh, I'm here for a
That's
good
Scully,
time, not a
'cause he
long
got a Scully
time.
on.
They good time be like reading books. I don't know.
Who said that?
I don't know.
Who said that?
Everybody got different interests.
There's not one woman that said that I didn't walk out on. But I will say this.
All right.
Reading is no. I like to read. I like to read too. But to put that in the front of your interest, it throws me off. It's like, no, I don't want that
Like,
to
do
be
you
the front.
really? Like, do you really?
Yeah,
read?
it makes me look at you like,
Word.
are you just trying to, are you being
Yeah,
fake
you
right
being
now?
I feel like
fake?
if you
What does
really
that
read
mean?
like that, you don't have to say it.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly. If you're a well-read person, I like to read, but I don't put that at
Yeah.
the front of things. Like, oh, I enjoy reading. Like, I
Yeah.
read. I don't need to
Same.
tell you I
Imagine
read.
me telling
Same.
somebody like I like to write. I feel like that's weird.
Yeah.
But you
Like
do.
imagine me saying that. That's
Yeah,
fucking
I
I like
weird.
to
do.
write.
You know what I would say? I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
That's what. If
say
I
that a
was,
lot.
I'm like,
What do you mean by
What do you
that?
mean by that? What do you write?
Exactly.
Write
What?
what?
Are you
What
writing
the
like
fuck you be writing about?
sex
Nah, 'cause
novels? Are you
everybody
one of
write
those
different
girls?
shit.
No, I do not want to date the poetry girl. Shout out to poetry girls.
Nah.
But I've had really bad luck with y'all.
He doesn't like
Me
poetry
too.
girls. He doesn't
When
like
girls say
crystal,
they do
crystal
poetry,
girls.
Yeah,
It's a tough one.
I started-
Some of y'all,
I
because
stopped sexing.
it's like this: either you're really, really fucking elite at poetry, or you're fucking horrible. You know what I'm talking about, poetry girls.
Yeah.
So I've met those girls who be like, "Oh, I write poetry." I'm like, "Oh, shit!"
And a lot of them use it as game.
Yes.
I got a story I want to tell
I'm gonna be
y'all.
tight
Let's
if
let's
I
start
say the
there
phone-
on the
phone
next
ain't
episode. I got a story I want to tell
Okay.
Okay.
It's freaking. Oh man.
Okay.
It's about
bad.
poetry girl.
It's something similar. It's like
It's in that vein.
somebody sent me a mixtape and
Oh,
it was
a woman?
I'm not. We gonna talk about it on
She
the
sent you a
Patreon, bro. I
mixtape?
can't do it right now.
Meet us on Patreon.
Please, it is the Need to Know podcast. It is what you need to know when you need to know. On that
Oh,
note,
that's my shit.
I feel like this is like the perfect song to exit to.
It's favorite album, bro, all time.
It's an amazing
Really?
album.
It's the one.
I love
But again,
late registration.
Late regis- Yeah, me too. It's what you need to know when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. God willing, we will be back again next week. The Need to Know podcast is coming to you soon. The Need to Know awards will be back again next month.
She has so much soul. She
Let
said,
me watch your babies.
And if you want more content, more exclusive content, we have combined everything on our Patreon. So please make sure you go over there, check that out. That is Need to Know Podcast on Patreon. It is only $12.99 a month. Allow us to do what we do, when we do, how we do. We appreciate you. We love you. And we out of here, gang.
Yo, you sound like you're on stage right now. Yo, we love you.
yo.